I accept the note about putting adult stuff in the excuse for the late start, and I will be adjusting. Oh, wrong king. Oh, huh? Oh, jeez.
Oh.
There we are. Okay, got it figured out. Oh my! Alright, so. It's been a little.
Oh, I gotta mute the Twitch stream.
I had to do the same. Doing the same. Alright. Well, Umbra had a family obligation that is possibly resolving soon and maybe joining us in a moment, but we thought we'd get started. Might have to pause
Right
momentarily.
into the news.
What? Huh? I didn't get that reference.
Oh.
Alright. Diet Coke aside. Welcome back. I've been a little out of it, and thus not everything's in wonderful place, such as the geez, no, not stats. Oh, OBS. Stop it.
The amount of times I have heard that this week.
Stream information. That's what I wanted, OBS, but we've already started, haven't we? So you're not going to let me adjust anything. Or you're just going to be real weird about it. This is session 11. We are off to a very smooth start.
We couldn't find Razzie. We spent a long time. I spent a lot of time trying to find him.
Effort was spent attempting to track down our previous compatriot, but he has disappeared on us, and we don't really know why. But regardless, show shall go on, except for my ability to update stream information, apparently. That is gone forever. We'll change it in post. Oh, jeez. But except my screen keeps...
Fix it in post.
We'll fix it in
Every
post.
editor's least favorite sentence.
I want to hit the dock for chat. There we go. All right. My baby boy had a fever last night, so we were up kind of late trying to make sure he was going to be fine. He's just teething, it turns out. But, you know, we did that thing where I was like, hey, my parents are fully vaccinated. They've had a few weeks.
Right.
We're gonna go have dinner with my parents for the first time in like a year and a half. And it's just like, I'm exaggerating, a year and a half, probably been a year. A little more. But it's one of those like, all right, we'll go cook, we'll do a social distance dinner thing, and then like grandma comes by, and grandma's like, not great at keeping her mask on, but she's fully vaccinated too, so we're not that worried about it. And then like, you know, half a week later, the baby's got a fever and starting to get a runny nose, and we're just like, shit. Yeah, but you know, little micro dose of the baby Tylenol at the doctor's instruction, and you know, fever's cut, baby got some sleep, he's fine. So probably just teething, but you know, we're gonna be a little nervous when that kind of thing happens.
Yeah.
So that's my whole 4 hour of sleep situation. Everybody else has got their own, and here we go. So last we left off, the crew was heading northward. You all had picked up a young and said they were experienced wizard, dwarven lad who nearly died through all of your very direct interventions, made sure that he did not.
With his, like, 6 hit points.
He's got more now.
Yeah.
But yes, there is a frail wizard child that has convinced everyone to join him on an excursion to an old wizard tower that has not been had contact with people for some time. There should be some sort of treasure and loot, and for his purposes, some arcane research to gain. And you all have gotten quite close to the tower, but decided to camp for the night. You have Jonah is exemplifying our fingering strategy, which we have failed to come up with a better name for. It is, if you want to go next, you just have a 1, and if you see somebody else has the 1, you just put up a 2. And then if there's 2 people if somebody has a 2, put up the 3, and then just kind of count down until it's your turn to keep things kind of in order. Because there's a lot of attention deficit going on.
Fingering is important.
Fingering is very important. Make sure it's proper fingering. Pay attention to your fellow fingerers, your partners.
Jeff, just stop now.
I'm gonna stop. It's going too far.
End stream.
Stream's done. So we've violated terms of service probably.
Good night.
Jonah, yes.
Just to check, how old in like human years is Oren?
You've had a look at him and you're guessing the equivalent of like 17.
Oh shit! That's younger than I
not too
thought.
bad.
It's not.
That's younger than I thought. I wouldn't be prepared to go on an adventure, and I'm 20, so like.
See, I was sword fighting at 16, so I'm like, hey, you know.
Were you casting spells though, Jeff?
You don't know.
I have a character that's 11.
You're right, I don't.
So I can't say shit.
I had friends who swore they knew people who could. But you know, that's growing up in a city. So it wasn't even the Wiccan friends, it was the Mormon friends. Moving on from my very diverse religious upbringing, you all have made camp for the night in view of a tower in the distance as the sun sets. Lucian goes to sleep rather quickly, and just to put them out of the game for a minute. Oren, the dwarven wizard, is studying his spell book and seems to be jotting in some notes of things, rather excitedly, as you all are kind of setting up camp for the evening. So, Charlie and
how in... Oh, sorry, you go first.
All right.
That's okay, go ahead.
How in view of the tower are we?
You have come up to a hill where there is a small gap in like the tree line that you have a direct line of sight with this tower.
So we're not like on the top of a hill, like grassy hill, where like the tower could look directly down on us.
If they looked well enough, they could look at you.
Yeah.
But you can move your campsite, slightly off center so you can kind of keep an eye on it. Oh, it's not directly looking at you.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Cool. Charlie.
I'm gonna go up to Oren. Hey, kid.
Huh? Yeah.
How you doing?
Awesome. I'm doing great. I just figured some stuff out, and I'm really excited about it.
You bullshitted us about going on adventures before, didn't you?
I didn't like grow up down in Seton. I was, I got there of my own accord, and I fought through some stuff. Had some hairy situations.
All right. Well,
and things.
Listen. You're brave. Coming out with us, especially with what happened yesterday, and sticking around.
I have some. I
kind of skeptical of you at first. Sorry for being kind of an asshole there at the start.
I got something I want to show you. I don't think you're gonna be as worried about me anymore. I kind of figured something out. Punch me.
Really?
Yeah, try it.
I sit down cross-legged and watch intently.
I imagine like a fantasy bowl of popcorn.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll an attack.
Pop him right in the solar plex.
Just go center of mass.
12.
Burn them.
He would have taken his armor off at this point. So
Okay.
that goes to hit as it like hit impacts. You see it just like poof, hit this screen of energy, and it just poof, absorbs the blow, and he's just like,
All right, kid. But
just try and murder me now. Don't try and murder me now. Actually, I just figured it out. It's like it's not 100%. It's a thing. I can like recharge it, kind of thing. It just takes a little bit, and I'm gonna do that actually. Oh, and I'll put an alarm up so in case anybody tries to jump us, we'll know. Yeah. He like
okay, but
grabs his wand and starts like tracing it around the campsite.
while you're doing that,
Yeah.
Listen, that was a close call today, and you've got a lot ahead of you in life. I just keep your distance a little bit from the front lines, okay?
All right. I mean, you all are a little better at the punching and stabbing and stuff, so I'll just be around, look for magic stuff, which was kind of the plan, anyways. So, but yeah, I'll stick. Well, I mean, I do actually like. I'm pretty good with this axe. Like, I'm okay with it. So I kind of need to get up at a certain point. Once I've got my armor on and I got like spells I can throw up and I got this new like barrier thing I figured out, I think I'm gonna be okay. Don't worry too much about me. Worry about kill the monsters and don't worry too much about me. I'll be fine.
All right, kid. I'm back to being an asshole now, so fuck you. Go to bed.
It's past your bedtime.
He finishes tracing out this like energy field thing just around like a 20-foot radius of the campsite, and it like disappears as he completes the this like ritual after about 10 minutes, and then he just like grabs his bedroll, rolls it out, and like lays down, seemingly relatively pleased with himself through not dying and now picking up some useful skills. Rabby.
Cool.
The blade of hexes, it was a rapier?
Yes.
Okay. I forgot to put it in.
Y'all and your magic items, I swear. There we go. Who would be taking first watch?
I can.
I got dark vision, so I'll take second watch.
Neat. Charlie, go ahead and make a perception check.
Ooh, not bad. 16.
16. You're sitting and you're kind of watching the tower. There's a little bit of moonlight, a little bit of starlight, but it's not any visual that kind of clicks for you. At one point, you just kind of stretch and take a deep breath in, and you catch at like just the back of your nostril the distinct smell of death, of something dead, close enough that you catch the detection of it on the wind.
Fuck. Oh, that's fucking okay. What the fuck? And I'll go in and look.
It's pretty light. It's sort of like it is that like a rat died, but it was like maybe a rat died next door kind of thing. Like,
Okay.
you're not sure if it's in this particular area.
I got a sensitive nose. Fuck that. I'm gonna go see what it is.
All right, so you go and take a look around. Ah,
Ah!
ah, ah.
Ah!
Oh, these setups
Scary.
might almost work.
Yep. They are here. They have arrived.
Has they?
Pardon me while I just turn my camera on.
Gotcha. No, Kitty, that's bad.
Oh, why
Kitty.
am I so tall?
Oh.
Oh, it's the camera.
Huh. Ha.
They say to the 6'3" person. Not to flex or anything.
Ravi, are you that tall?
Yeah, out of game?
Out of game?
Yes.
I'm 5'10", I think. It's been forever since I checked.
I'm 5 foot.
I have lost all spatial reasoning.
What? No way. That's ridiculous.
Not the shortest person.
Hello.
I didn't
I'm
hear
five-
anything of
I'm
any
5
of what you
foot.
said.
I'm
Related to
what?
that.
Almost.
5'9", 5'10", somewhere around there.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah, I'm short
Excuse
as
me as I place people in their... Oh, jeez, I should have locked that image.
I have chocolate.
Nice. I got.
Bringing snacks to game is far less relevant these days since there's no way
I
to
should have
share.
brought snacks.
Also got a bowl of chips.
Nice.
Which, thinking back, wasn't good to get spicy chips because I just ate Indian food.
Oh,
And my mouth is already burning.
nice.
Your poor butthole.
Worth it. That Indian restaurant is so good.
All right.
It's called the Clay Oven, and it's
Oh, that place is really good.
so good.
Careful not to dox ourselves on what cities we live in. But
Oh, it's from a different town that I'm near.
nice. Okay.
I'm no fool.
So we got the full crew now. So we got Tay, Umbra, Chris, and Jonah here, ready to go. Charlie has just recognized a scent of death on the wind at the first watch, and is moving to investigate. So let's have Charlie make an investigation check.
Ooh, yucky. 12.
12. Yeah, having a quick look around, you kind of do just like a wide perimeter sweep. But as the winds are set up and you've already kind of detected it, it's relatively easy to suss it out. You eventually find what looks like a rabbit trap. Somebody set up like a sort of almost like like a rock setup with a trigger system that would fall down and like catch a rodent. And there is probably a month-long dead rabbit that got caught in it. You realize like that's what you were catching is this. It's odd you recognize this kind of thing. This is like a small wildlife trap, something someone would set up if they were camping out around the area and they needed a regular food supply. They would set up a few traps. It's just odd that it got caught and nobody came to like claim it. These things don't usually just get left like this.
I know exactly what that looks like. I will poke the gelatinous rabbit with my rapier.
No.
Just at the end.
There is no reaction from the very dead rodent. There is no resistance as you poke what once was a fluffy bunny.
Nasty.
I'm gonna check for traps.
All right.
I think you found one already.
There's one right in front of you. That has been triggered.
More of them.
Go ahead and this would just be the same investigation check. Like we'll say on your way back, you do see one other trap that is set up, ready to go, that hasn't been tripped by anything. Hard to tell how long it's been there, but it's just one of the small game
I'll
trap.
trip it.
Just trip it.
I'll trip it.
Yeah, this medium-sized rock falls over and sets off the little twine system, and then just is deactivated.
Cool. Go back to camp.
Yeah. Ravi.
I was just gonna ask if it was like a trap you could buy, or if it was like a one you make in the wild.
Like a jury rigged in the wild.
Bear Grylls trap.
Yeah.
Improvise, adapt, overcome.
Definitionally.
Robbie's new mantra.
Definitionally not required because there's a camera crew who are obviously fed and get their daily rates and things. Somebody has power bars nearby. It's not that. I was getting pulled out of it.
You just like cut to Bear Grylls, just like relaxing,
Right.
and then just like scrolling through.
It's
Just fantasy Bear Grylls.
fantasy Bear Grylls scrolling through fantasy Twitter.
Fantasy Twitter is just you grab a raven and throw it in the air.
That's fair. All right, Ravi, you get pulled up for the next watch. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
First roll with the new dice. Let's check it out.
Natural 1.
No. Natural 11.
Nice.
New dice
Or-
set immediately to dice jail.
So for a 15.
All right. At this time of night, you are kind of looking out over the tree line. A pair of things happen in short order. Charlie, did you mention the animal traps?
Yeah, I would have.
Yeah. Thinking about those animal traps, you watch as one of the larger but thin trees. You couldn't see it before because it was apparently bent completely over, but you see it just go in a way that you hear it pretty distinctly, even though it's probably a good 100 feet away, 100, 200 feet away. And at the top of the tree is a large cage that has what appears to be a humanoid figure in it that is trapped in the cage. And you see it kind of come to rest, and you also spot crossing the moonlight a large winged creature of some kind that is approaching in swift fashion that direction.
I am going. Oh, so how far away did you say the cage was?
Roughly, it's only like 100 or 200 feet away, but it is at the
Okay.
top of a large tree.
And how far away is the big wing thingy?
Hard to tell. Middle of the night, flying through the air. You just saw
Okay.
wings cross through the moonlight.
Okay. I'm gonna I'm gonna kick Charlie.
Right. Lucian's also just
Draw my-
meditating right there, not really sleeping.
Oh yeah, I'll kick Lucian. Then.
What the fuck, man?
No, I kick Lucian instead.
Oh, okay.
It's like snap out of it.
So,
Get Charlie. And I draw my rapier and I'm gonna
Start running.
go. Could I have like attuned to the new rapier
Yeah,
before?
that would have happened by now.
well, that's an issue.
And I start like, I want to like, I guess I can't really move stealthily quickly.
Yeah, it's pretty hard
I
to
can
do.
do one or the other.
Yep.
I'll move quickly.
Cool.
I will follow.
Obviously, trying to not step on any twigs or anything, but
Or any Charlies.
fuck
So
Charlie.
Lucian wakes Charlie and then starts running.
What the fuck, man?
I don't know. Blame Ravi. We have an issue, apparently.
Fuck.
Probably has lots of those.
I'll grab my short bow and get going.
Pick it up and go. Luckily, none of you are even medium armored, so it's just a matter of like standing and moving.
I'm tanky by the way of dodge.
The
Dodge tanks.
Ravi initially, you do get up to a tree. Make a survival check for me to kind of get the lay of the situation.
Right. Take 2 with the new dice.
Nice.
Ooh.
Sounded better.
Oh wait, that's not an 18. That's a 13. So for another 15.
Nice. And Sonari, make a. You are heading southward. Looking to link up with your cousin, but you think of hitting up this tower you've read about. Approaching in the night, which seems smart to like get the lay of the situation while things are dark and it's easy to sneak around. You do snap a twig, and a rope pulls you into a cage that folds around you, flings you into the air, and you are currently about 50 feet up a thin tree, dangling. You do Well, no, you wouldn't see much. You are suspended slightly. Go and make a perception check for me.
14 plus 3. 17.
17. You do see, crossing through the moonlight, a large winged creature is approaching you quickly. You also hear a couple of snaps of something approaching you from the south.
You hear a small poof
I
as
am
a
going.
boot hits someone.
Your axe is on your back, but there is not really room to get it out to make use of it
Right.
in particular.
This is a cage, right? I'm just
Yeah.
dangling cage with a chain.
Yeah, it is a wooden cage. It seems improvised from sticks and things that might be local to the area. But it's
Okay.
sturdy enough to get you up in the air.
I'm gonna shake it up. I'm gonna shake the chain and try to get myself knocked out of the tree.
It's just try to.
Just anything to get myself away from that winged thing.
You're like, big wing thing is definitely the issue.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead and just make an athletics check. The strength athletics.
That's a 9.
A 9 total?
Total.
oh,
That's a
jeez.
total.
You're it's like awkward, like this was clearly not made to contain you, but you are in it. You're a little, there's just not room to like make use of any leverage. You're
Right.
trying to shake it to no avail. Ravi, you are first to arrive, looking up at, there is someone up in this cage trying to like find a way to like break loose of it.
And do I get any visual of them?
Yeah, you kind of just looking at how it was structured and all that, and you have the dark vision. There is a half orc lady, which we will let Chris describe their character, if you'd like.
Sorry, dog was
Typing.
going off. What am I doing right now?
Describing your character. What kind of person does
Oh.
Ravi see looking up?
I
at the cage?
spotted you.
See, I am very bad at this, but I am. You see a somewhat beefy half-orc female, short sides of the hair, obviously enraged and terrified where I am. I'm so sorry, I'm a little distracted.
Need some
Yeah, I'm
help.
gonna go
So
with that.
We had
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we had talked about a half orc female, axe on the back, but in like scholar's robes, with like a book bag on the side,
Yes.
and so
Like
a
big
couple of
two-handed
Go
like
better
polearm
classes.
axe,
like
or
a
like
two-handed like great axe on the back, as well as this like scholar, like, you know, you've Ravi would have seen scholars working in like the library at his hometown, and very similar kind of vestments, and even like the book bag in particular is like, oh, that's someone who like is in the library a lot, has that kind of bag.
interesting. You said it was a chain that attached the.
No, it's just a rope.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I get a better look at the?
Yeah, your survival
flying
check,
thingy?
you spot the mechanism. So you spot the mechanism, and you can see the other thing flying in is probably going to be here momentarily.
Do I get an idea of how big it is?
Yeah, it's definitely large. It's large, basically large size. You're pretty sure, large to huge.
Can I,
Shit.
unless I've done too much already and Lucian needs to go.
I don't think you've actually done anything yet.
Okay.
he's kinda
Can I
looked-
draw my dagger?
Mhm.
And I want to try and chuck it at the rope.
I see. We
At the rope
had the
at the
same
cage.
idea.
Sure. I would say make an attack with disadvantage.
Yeah,
given the
disadvantage.
range.
Yeah. Alright. So we'll go with those ones. Disadvantage. That is a 13.
A 13 still hits. Yeah, go ahead and roll damage for
Hey!
your dagger. Yeah. Which
So
is
hold
probably gonna
D4.
get cut.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty good.
Hey, max damage for 7.
7 damage is 7 damage.
So Sonari, you kind of like are working, like reach in and get a hold of the rope, and you're trying to figure out a way to like, but you manage to just hold it taut, and then this dagger just goes, and just slices right through it, and now the only thing holding you up in the air is you, holding onto the rope.
All right.
Which you are perfectly capable of either holding on or letting go.
Nearest branch below me, is there?
There are
Is
some
there
branches, yeah.
Let's go.
Gonna try
to
to
like go to the. I don't want to just drop straight down.
sure.
Yeah.
We're gonna like Pirates of the Caribbean, like through the cage,
Yeah.
climb down the tree.
Yeah, we're gonna try to pretend this is a cool thing I'm doing.
Now, if you wanted to rage, you could maybe have a better chance of scaling this properly. You are currently going probably at a disadvantage, climbing down with while kind of contained within a cage.
I want to do this at a disadvantage.
Cool. So make an athletics check with disadvantage as you try to climb down.
Oh, that
I'm
was
trying to think of
and
what
this
kind
is
of barbarian you are now. I'm curious.
That's 18 for 21
With disadvantage?
total. Disadvantage, yeah. My first was a 20. My second was not a 20, but
Lucian,
hi.
you are running in. You get into visual range of Ravi throwing a dagger up in the air, and then as you approach closer to look up, you see someone stuffed like a rabbit into a hamster ball. Someone stuffed into the small cage. Just like one hand on different limbs, scaling themselves down to a nice reasonable landing onto the ground. Still in the cage, but guided themselves all the way down.
Lucian just looks genuinely impressed. Just, huh. Neat.
Oh,
I was gonna make the very obvious joke, but I didn't.
Always good.
That's got to be the best pirate I've ever seen.
I look at Lucian and then look back to the cage. I was like, glad I helped him down.
You hear the little of the dagger hitting the ground, probably 20 feet away from you.
Got it for a second.
There is a loud woof, woof, as this large griffin as you now gets within the 60 feet of you all, unable to find a way to you, given now that you're at the base of the tree with all the tree cover, but still just does this, and then kind of picks up and takes off. Charlie, you catch this massive creature gaining altitude and moving away from all of you, as this half-orc lady is stuck in a cage next to Ravi.
Robbie waves and Charlie flips it off.
Yeah.
Great characterization here.
Just
before I go try and help whatever their name is, with the cage, I'm going to just, hey there, need a hand?
I am going to loosely maybe my hand near my axe. Who are you? Did you put me in this cage?
No, actually, I didn't know this one was here. My name is Ravi. These are my friends, Lucian and Charlie.
what's up?
Is Oren here? I assume Oren's still
nope.
fast
Born
asleep.
here.
Oren's passed out back at the camp. Didn't make his perception check to know anything was happening.
I think
left
Robbie
the child back at
also
camp.
does say that. He's just where's Oren? Whatever.
We left him at camp.
We made camp nearby. Saw someone, about to be attacked by a griffin. Thought maybe that was not a good thing. So, is that a good thing?
No, why would that be a good thing?
I don't know. Are you evil or something? Do you hate
Are you
half
evil?
elves or something?
No.
Alright. I've got to be cautious, alright?
I'm the
Lot
one
of
in the
strange
cage
people
here.
on this
I don't-
road.
Okay.
I kick the cage and I laugh
Yeah.
a little bit.
Hey, that's rude.
A small halfling, non-binary person just like kicks the cage and kind of giggles at you being stuck in it.
Literally,
gonna-
like 3-foot halfling just boots it.
I'm just gonna put my hand on top of Charlie's head. That's rude.
I
I kind of give like a raised eyebrows to Lucian, like, really?
Hey.
So you mentioned the cage looks it's wooden. It's sturdy enough to get me up there. Do I think that I could probably just like break it through it?
Probably.
Wait, man,
yeah.
your way.
All right. In reaction to that kick,
Do it, do it,
I'm
do it.
going to like anger, maybe like punch through one of the bars big enough that I can like get through.
You want to burn a rage and just rage?
Yeah,
Out of it?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
let's waste stuff.
Yeah.
It's okay. I cast suggestion on Lucian like 3 times the other day,
Oh.
trying to get something to happen.
So going into rage, do you manifest any physical features doing so, or
For this one, I will go with the claw.
nice?
Yes.
Oh,
I will manifest claws.
beast barbarian.
Roll a
Nice.
raise.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. So make an athletics check with advantage.
Right. God, this is
Oh, fuck.
okay. Natural 18 to get to total 21.
Nice.
So Charlie, in a, I actually think your athletic check is much higher than that.
Yeah,
I
are you
think-
proficient in it?
And athletics?
No, I'm talking for Chris with Sonari.
Oh.
My proficiency is much higher than that?
No, your proficiency is 3, but I think you also add your strength. So
Right.
if you're proficient and you get proficiency and your bonus relevant to the skill bonus, so you're probably looking at like a 25.
Yeah.
But so Charlie,
Oh,
in a moment of thought of like, what if somebody kicked a cage that had an animal in it? You watch this sort of studious looking half orc woman with like these gold like feathered glasses, like gold that's been worked into like a feather motif to form these glasses. There's almost like one of those like push the glasses up and then just flexes super hard. The fingers tips turn into claws, and she just rips out of the cage. It's just like
Yeah.
dig it.
out the
I
front.
fall over and then get up and scamper back to camp.
Why?
You do like the all fours, like the thing kids do to like run up the stairs.
Yeah.
Kids, I still do that.
I'm too tall to do that.
I'm just like, why are they startled? I formed dragon scales every other. Never mind. Hi, what's your name?
Oh,
What's your name?
Lucian.
I would have told you
Alright.
their names.
You did.
Sup? Do you need?
I'm
Do you,
Sonari.
Nice to meet you, Sonari.
do you
Those
need
are
a
some-
place to sleep?
Those are some nice clothes you got there.
Thanks.
I'm just gonna come out
As
and ask
the
him.
as
Like
the
your
rage
clothes
subsides, the claws retract and back to regular hands.
That's cool as shit.
Thanks for the help, but I think I would have been fine.
I mean,
That's always
Could've done
nice.
it.
not to like toot my own horn or anything, but that was a pretty good throw. But
Is his knife still on like the floor?
Yeah, it's in the it's like in the
Is there-
dirt nearby.
I'd like to pick it up and I'll just hand it to him.
Just walks over.
thank you. I slide it
Yeah.
back into my.
You guys camped near here?
Yeah, we were gonna check out that tower in the morning. Would you like to join us, maybe? I look to Lucian.
I got no problems with it.
You seem to be capable, and you seem to think highly of yourself. I'm
Big
sure we could use an individual of your talents.
No, I am heading towards that tower as well. I
Sweet.
could use the
Perfect.
company.
We
And
do
then
need-
company we shall be.
still.
Sort of a cautious awareness of each other as you all sort of
Yeah.
start moving back towards camp.
Walk
Lucian,
in the back.
Can I pull Ravi aside for a second?
I mean,
I
you're
assume-
leading
well-
the way to the camp.
Yeah.
So
No,
there's-
after we get there. After we get
Oh,
there,
sure.
I'm just
Okay,
like,
so you all get to the camp. Charlie gets there first, and Charlie, you get there and you just see, you see Orin just passed out in his bedroll. Wasn't aware anything was going to be happening. Nobody
Kit,
bothered.
Kit,
What?
wake up! There's a fucking
No, there's nothing. The alarm.
animal. Hide!
The alarm hasn't gone off. There's
There's a
nothing here.
snake.
There's nothing here. The alarm hasn't gone off. There's nothing here.
Fucking hide! And I run through the place.
He's like, kind
That's
of
the
gets
loudest
up.
I've ever heard you
confused.
shout, Tay.
Like,
again, why is she surprised? I frequently have fire covering
babe.
my hands.
I mean, it's still kind of strange. You don't really see that every day. You're also strange. You know, like, just because you've seen one strange thing doesn't mean you're not surprised when you see another strange thing.
Okay. I need to talk to you for a second, by the way.
You all show up seeing this young dwarf just rubbing his eyes and then he's like as Sonari kind of breaks the perimeter of his alarm spell. They're like, "Hi,
Who's the kid?
I'm Orin. I'm an adult.
Barely.
I'm an adult.
I'm an adult.
What a great introduction.
Adult, or
That's
tip
a
for the
t-shirt.
future.
That's got to be a t-shirt or something.
Orin,
My
I'm
name's
an adult.
Orin. I'm an adult.
I'm an adult.
Orin, tip for the future. Adults typically don't say they're adults because it makes it sound like they aren't an adult.
How else am I going to
That's a
clarify
good
that I am
point.
an adult when somebody calls me a kid?
We usually just know
Hit them.
based on how
Don't
you,
actually.
if you hit them.
Oh, jeez. Oh. Actually.
Go back to sleep.
Chris, roll a d12 for me.
Alright.
Have fun.
The
Let's
first
hope
person
you
to
don't-
roll a d12 that actually has a use for d12s outside of my weird roll a d12 thing.
I will
Roll a
eventually.
D12, roll a D12 and hope what
8.
happened to us in our first session doesn't
8.
happen again.
So, this kid does look a little familiar. He's got similar, scholarly kind of robes on. You can't really place it. And he kind of looks at you with, almost familiarity, but not actually knowing each other. Just sort of it feels like he's seen you before kind of thing. And he's like, yeah, I'm Orin. I found these folk, and we're all gonna check out that tower in the morning.
For what reason?
I can detect magic stuff, so I can look for magic traps, and then they're good at fighting monsters and things. If there's anything in the tower, and then we'll
I
go
can
in and get the stuff.
Speaking of fighting
Are y'all
monsters,
just going to the tower because it's interesting?
pretty
that was
much, yeah.
That was my main thing.
I mean, I assumed there'd be magic and stuff there, and I research magic and stuff.
Hence, interesting.
That is. That is the same reason I am going there, actually.
Perfect.
For
Can
the
I
reason-
We're all
check
interested
that?
people.
Fingering, practice fingering. Lucian,
Can I insight check that?
what?
Whether they're also going to the tower just because it seems cool.
Yeah, go for it.
I have advantage on those.
Eh?
Advantage did not save me. In total, it's a 12.
12. Sonari's kind of bluffing. So yeah, go for a deception check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that just a straight roll for me? This could be
Right. Yeah, it's straight roll.
8. Yeah.
8.
8. So
So it does seem there's she has some information.
What do you know about the tower?
old wizard used to live there. Not much else.
All right.
Oren kind of looks at you for a second and he goes, "Do you have any books?
Yes, I
Wanna-
do. On me.
Do you want to
Why?
trade? I'm done with one. I'd love to swap it for something."
What do you got?
I have the Equestrian Preferences of Kings and Kingdoms.
Equestrian Preferences in Kings and Kingdoms.
Yeah, it's a book on nobility and history.
Horses.
Okay.
I have a book too.
Yeah, but you can't read.
I can read.
Debated.
Then prove it.
Illegitimate honor, famous and infamous illegitimate children of nobility.
I've never read that one.
Be interested in that?
He
I'd read that.
pulls this book out and it has this like silver inlay of these little horses around this like filigreed title.
Ooh.
He goes, "Swap."
I pull the book out of my book satchel. Just swap it. Yeah.
You guys watch these two like scholar robe people like just trade books. He goes, "Thanks. Yeah, I look forward to looking through it."
What's the title of that book again?
That was Equestrian Preferences of Kings and Kingdoms.
Cool.
Charlie.
I'm gonna just kind of like slowly come out of the shadows and be like, "Yo, what the fuck was that with your hands? Cause like that was kind of dope."
It's just a thing that I do. Sorry about that, though.
It was very
It's-
dope.
Sorry about kicking your cage. I thought it would be funny.
It was really funny. Yeah.
Okay, and I'm gonna go flop down on my, just back on my bed, my setup.
I feel like I've seen this interaction before when some lesbian friend of mine was hitting on a girl at a bar when I was like 22.
Sorry for kicking your cage.
Lucian.
So while the whole book exchange is gonna happen, Lucian's just gonna tug on Ravi and just be like, "I need to talk to you like now." What? In private.
We've
'Cause
got a friend here.
okay, can we just like
We've got a
step
guest.
over here then?
Sure.
Okay, so
Scoot out of earshot, but still like clearly visible.
yeah, so good news, bad news. Which one do you want first?
Start with the bad, I guess.
Okay, I may have angered a genie.
Hmm.
The genie that I was. So leading
No,
into the good,
I assumed it was that one.
leading into the good news,
Yeah.
my soul is no longer bound to the genie.
Okay. That is good.
Lucian and Ravi make Arcana checks.
All right.
All right.
All right.
That is an 18. Flat 18
Um,
because no modifiers.
A dirty 20.
As you say it, Lucian, it comes with an air of hopefully. Ravi, Ravi, you've heard about these kind of pacts before. That's wishful thinking.
That's
Eh,
well, it's a good
they're-
sentiment, Lucian.
Okay.
It's
I'm
kind of unlikely. Like very unlikely.
Okay, it's
So you
definitely.
you pissed off the genie who your soul is bound to, right?
They don't give me power anymore. I think, as far as I
Okay.
know, because I can kind of do healing magic now, sort of maybe.
All right.
And I think I had a chat with an angel or something.
Of course, because that's a totally normal thing to do.
I pull out the black feather.
Yeah. There's a black feather.
Is it like an extraordinarily black feather or something? Or does it just look like a black feather?
It's kind of big. It's like from a real fat raven would have dropped that.
I mean, congratulations, I guess.
believe that the angel was of the Raven Queen. So I'm hoping.
Hopefully, yes. You're
Shut
really
up.
not proving your point in the reading.
that down.
You know.
Hey. Shut up.
I mean,
So,
I'm happy
I guess
for
we're gonna
you.
have to find a way to fully break the pact, because I
Yeah.
don't want my soul to turn into a lamp.
Yeah, I mean, that's generally not a way you want to go.
I'm
Why
genuinely gonna have...
Why are you telling me this?
Because I felt like if I told Charlie, they would stab me. Because
It's a fair point.
I stole the lamp, and kind of stole their wish, and
Oh,
now
yeah.
do you see?
And now
what
you're
I'm at
returning it to
here?
sender?
Do you see?
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna try and use my ice powers quickly.
Your ice powers.
Like ice punches.
Oh,
Let's see-
that's your monk feature. Yeah.
Yes, but it technically was from the genie.
Yes, it was. Sort of.
So I'm asking if I still have them.
So you go to punch a tree or something.
Yes.
All right. You punch a tree, and behind is some frost left on the bark of the tree.
Okay. Still have that.
You also, as you do, you see the tattoo in your arm, of that cold blast magic that got set in as part of your wish that you made with the genie for power.
We should probably visit a temple when we get to town.
Yeah, for your immortal soul.
Yeah, I like my soul.
Alright. You still didn't really answer my question of why you're telling me at all.
Well, I did answer because I feel like if I told Charlie first, Charlie would stab me.
No, I know, but why did you tell either of us?
Because it felt like something at least one of you needed to know. And you would have found out eventually when I suddenly started using healing magic, something I've never done before.
Yeah, usually that's my job.
Yeah. Now it's both our jobs.
Alright. I mean, I'm not opposed to that.
Our healers is always great.
I mean, it was someone else's job.
Oof.
You two you hear from behind you a like, oh my god, 3 midwives, and it's just, you see Oren like reading through the book all about like illegitimate children of nobles.
So bastards. A book about
it's
bastards.
a book of bastards.
My favorite book.
It could have been called Notable Bastards.
Unironically, I would read that.
I would read that too. That sounds like a genuinely good book.
Honestly, a compilation of the notable illegitimate children of nobility sounds kind of interesting. Yeah. 3 ships by 20. It's just sort of like reading through it. It's like all this information on people. Sonari taking a quick like flip through, sees a couple pages about various noble houses and their horse preferences. There's one page you land on. There's an elven nobility family that is all about spotted horses, and so they have like breeding programs where they have these fantastical spotted horses that have like 3 different color spots across the entire coat of the animal. Another flip through finds one family of like halfling nobility that have rare ponies that they've bred to be smaller and smaller until they look like the halflings look like people riding a regular horse. The pony has gotten
adorable.
I love that.
And They're just sort of like, well, this is gonna be like, it's sort of like this is really random information, but will be interesting to flip through during downtime.
Miniature ponies.
Yeah.
As someone who has ADHD, random information is always fun.
Absolutely. All right. Well, I guess.
Oren's like, I'm up. I guess I'll take mid-watch if you want to get back to sleep.
Oh.
So are you doing anything in this sort of awkward pairing of people?
Not. I should sleep. Cage. What is the setup? Is this just like there's a campfire?
Yeah, there's a small
I'm assuming.
campfire. There's good tree cover, a pretty flat ground, so it's a pretty okay camping spot.
Alright, I'll get to the far and like not distance from everyone and just set my bedroll up.
Mhm.
I suppose. Just flip and lay down, flip through the book for a couple minutes before I fall asleep.
Ravi.
I'll tap Oren on the shoulder when he volunteers
Mhm.
to take watch and just keep an eye on that one, will you?
Oh, the new lady
Yeah, I'll guess.
seems
Make sure she doesn't do anything funny. All right.
anybody that will. So there's a little test you can do with people. If somebody looks like they have a book, and they trade instead of ask for money, they're a good person.
I haven't read enough books to confirm or deny that.
See, that's why I don't know you're a good person. So if anything,
I love books. And Ravi, if I hear another gosh dang word that I can't read, I will say mean things about you.
You could try. Oh, well, say mean things. Yes, absolutely. I thought you were gonna say you were gonna hurt me or something, but like,
I can say mean things all I want.
yeah, that's true. I can also say mean things.
Yes, and your
And make your
mean
nose
things
bleed.
actually hurt.
Yeah, physically.
Your mean words physically hurt me.
Yeah.
It's kind of terrifying.
Have you ever been to a roast before?
We had them yearly on my ship. Well, it was fun.
I once accidentally knocked a man out with that during it.
Nice.
Yeah. Insulted him so hard he fully passed out. Anyways, good night.
Please tell me the insult you knocked him
Oren-
out with was I fucked your mom.
Oren starts tracing the alarm
Fuck
around
your dad,
the
actually.
now slightly expanded camping zone. Charlie get a slightly awkward vibe going on, given the reaction. There's a wonderful Rick and Morty bit of Rick being stuck in the cage, and then as soon as he doesn't want to be in it, just like gets out of it. Kind of the vibe I got given the height of the athletics check to just bust out of the cage. This is all like 1/4-inch sticks, and you're just like. And alarm is set up just in case of something getting into the area. Dog attacks.
Yes.
Good boy.
Various watches are had, but you all find yourselves in the morning. I will say, though, I need a perception check from Lucian. Kind of
All right.
taking last watch as people are about to be getting up for the morning.
That is a 24.
Woo! In the distance, you hear still that little lingering smell of a dead thing, which you kind of caught earlier, as people have mentioned the trap that had the old dead rabbit in it. You catch it in different, when the wind comes through at different angles, you kind of catch that same kind of scent. And then you do catch an odd noise from pretty far away in the general direction of the tower, and it's just this like.
Is everyone awake at this point?
People are starting to stir and get up and get ready to go.
Okay, I'm
Starting
going
my
to
hour-long ritual of scrolling through TikTok in bed.
fantasy TikTok.
Yep.
Just a clock.
Ravi, why do you have that? It's
Moving on.
just a
Dumb joke. It's a dumb joke.
It's
Just let it pass.
let it pass.
Please, just let it pass.
It's like those
Believe-
videos of like somebody pranking the drive-through people, and then the friend doesn't drive away, so they have to just sit there being awkward.
the worst.
They make like a D's nuts joke, and then their friend doesn't drive away, and they're like, "Dude, go, dude, go, dude, go."
It's the worst.
So yeah, people are starting to stir and get up. Orin in particular is getting his armor on. He has a chain shirt, I believe, that it takes him a minute to get strapped into place.
I knew I was missing notes. I found them.
Ah,
Yay!
Hey,
Oh,
baby!
I'm a baby.
baby.
I have totally forgotten the context to that
Yeah,
joke.
same here. I do remember it happening, but I don't remember what the context was.
Speaking of context, Philip is dead, and John Mulaney did it.
All right, so
The first
Lucian,
time
are you doing
Phil-
anything with the in-game information you have gained?
I already said I was informing everyone of it.
Scoop.
Sorry, what did you hear?
A noise. Could you describe it again?
Very descriptive, Lucian. Your hearing is great too.
I need to get a drink of water. One moment.
Oh yeah.
Means I just get to roast Lucian longer. You keep walking right into them. I'm sorry.
I was gone, so I actually didn't hear what you saw.
I'm trying to be better in character, but your character's making it really hard. Just like
This is all Ravi is. It's just banter and roasting his friends.
so. Who's watched the new episode of The Winter Soldier?
I did, but Jeff is back.
If you speak.
I did not.
Like my whole body betrayed me for a second there.
Fuck John Walker.
That's like every day for me.
My
Alright,
bad.
what are we doing?
So there is
Can you just-
as people kind of listen for it, there is just a low, distant, just groan. Not super loud. You're just kind of catching it because you are all in a pretty close proximity to the tower and whatever this sound is. Ravi, yes.
Oh, we do get long rest, yes?
Yes.
I used most of my spells
Sonari's back
last
to
session. So.
all rages available.
You said it was low rumbling?
Not even like a rumbling, just like a groan.
Groaning.
I do like I look to Charlie and and then I start like sneaking off to where the noise is coming from.
I'll go too.
I will
Sneak.
follow.
Sneak mode.
Oh,
Can you play the Mission Impossible theme?
CMCA.
Like we're just okay. I follow.
Oren's like, yeah, they do that. You kind of, I'm not that sneaky, so I'm just gonna hang back a little bit.
Oh, we're just like sitting at the camp.
Fair.
They're just
He
sitting
finishes like kicking dirt
Yeah,
over
keep
the
fighting.
campfire, remaining embers, and kind of packs up the rest of the gear and follows after. So everybody make
That's
a
sweet.
stealth check for me.
Oh yeah, I'm good at
Bet.
those.
Chris, did Sonari take that 1 feat for the
Natural
things?
20.
That's an 18
Just for
total,
that,
even though I rolled an
want
11.
To say yes, but now I'm confused on what that says for all my other checks.
Oh, nothing? It was your ability score increase, so you're either gonna take that 1 feat we talked about, or you were going to take a strength bonus or something. So if you didn't...
I will do that feat.
Cool.
That is nice.
So you get a +1 to a stat, which I don't think you had anything that was going to, like, up a modifier anyways, so you just
Yeah.
gotta pick one you want to add that to. But
I
otherwise...
mean, if you're into that.
I think that puts your stealth at a +8.
Yeah.
So you would roll
That is a
That would be
stealthy
very
barbarian.
Woo!
That's higher than my stealth bonus, and I'm a dex character.
And mine too.
I got a 13.
I got an 18.
Nice.
Natural
26.
20 for a total of 30.
So the,
Damn.
Nice.
Damn.
That rogue.
Expertise.
So Ravi, you're feeling okay. You're like, all right, somebody's really perceptive, might catch some of these twig snaps. Lucian's doing a little better, and then there's just these two silent hunters just like splitting off and approaching. Charlie, yourself pretty impressed because you're not actually aware of her for a second, and then you realize she's like next to you, and you're just sort of like, and,
I just look at Ravi. Should I be jealous that someone who has a great axe is stealthier than us? And
Yes.
whispering. Yourself.
you guys, you all approach the occasional groan. There's a few hundred feet of movement, and you come to a spot where you are getting pretty close to the tower. You're probably within a couple of 100 feet of the tower at this point, and you see there is a large, like, not a large, but there is a wooden structure. Looks like it could accommodate maybe 1 or 2 people. This is probably an outhouse, taking a look at it. And you just you're within about 50 feet of it, and there's a pause.
hear groaning?
And then there is a groan in there. And you realize it's a little higher pitch than you were thinking at first. There's like...
It's just a goblin with diarrhea.
Is that like a discernible language?
There was a language. Charlie and Sonari, what languages do you have?
That is.
Halfling thieves can.
I speak goblin, if that matters.
You're not quite there yet. You
Okay.
I speak.
had to hang back given your stealth.
Oh, okay.
And then Sonari, you had common and half orc, and then you got to pick 2 more. So you might have to pick that on the spot at the moment.
I might have to pick it on the spot right now.
All these context clues as to me knowing exactly what your character build is.
So there's celestial, abyssal, draconic, celestial, or I might have said celestial already. Elven, whatever you think you would have studied.
You could cuss
I'm
someone out and it
gonna-
sounds like a chorus of angels.
Do you think there are swear words in Celestial?
That'll be really fun. I will choose
Yes.
Draconic
Cool.
and here.
I'm curious, do I know Celestial now?
For Arcana, Draconic would make a lot of sense. For
Sylvan might make sense with your barbarian background.
yeah, Sylvan could be one.
Yeah, yes.
Sylvan or Elven, one of those two would be
creatures.
reasonable.
I want.
There's also
That's
primordial, if you would like, if it's a more elemental origin of language kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay. Draconic and primordial. Cool. Sound fun.
So Sonari, you actually do catch what they are saying. This is in Draconic.
Oh.
Cool.
It's rather straightforward. They're just like, come on, I haven't gone since last week's ham. You gather there is a constipated kobold in this outhouse that is having a rough
Damn it.
time.
I'm gonna sigh, and I'm just gonna stop trying to really stealth this. Like, do you guys still want to check this out, or?
I don't
Yeah,
want to fuck with them.
You know what? Yeah.
I suggest we all go to one of the 4 sides of it
And tip it over.
and then just start banging on it.
No, yeah, let's not tip it over. That's a little bit. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's also probably in the ground somewhat.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point. I was mostly joking.
So the four of you,
Although Ravi suggests
I
that
kind
and like looks to everyone.
Let's do it. I'll go
Yeah.
to one of the corners.
so
and
you all
get ready.
sneak up, sneak up nearby. There's the sound of straining and having a hard time,
Oh,
but you are all in position nearby. Everybody gets next to it. Sonari kind of looking around, wondering if like, is this how I'm gonna bond with these people?
It's gonna have to be that.
You ran into the three most feral idiots in all of the world.
Where's Lauren in all this? Is he
He's
still
like hung
back?
back. He's like hanging back like a good 50 feet. He's not.
He's just watching us fuck with this.
He's just
Alright,
he
With
watched.
this random person we don't know.
Right.
I'll try to just like shrug, like.
I mean,
okay.
to be fair, we'd do the exact same thing if it was a person we did know.
No, well, yeah, I'd be more likely to do it
Maybe
if it was
even
someone
more
I knew.
intense. Yeah.
Mm.
All right.
We would cast like prestidigitation and shit. Just
So, anyways, you all have all gathered around this outhouse. You pause for a second. They don't seem to have noticed your approach.
I have a question.
As you go to ask a question, people just start on the.
No, I have a question for the DM.
Sure.
If I cast light on it, will it light the inside of the lighthouse as well? The outhouse as well?
I think it's only like a 5 foot.
You don't know how it will work out, but you can certainly try if you would like.
I'm gonna try it just to see if the inside starts glowing.
All right. So Lucian casts light on. Goes to cast light on it as everyone else starts pounding on the other sides of this outhouse. The board
So
that you touch
mean.
starts
This
to
is
light
fucked
as
up,
a
yeah.
torch.
Oh,
There's
okay, and then I'm just gonna.
there's a
This is so rude.
But it's funny.
there is a of all the times we roll a natural 20, there's a distinctive sploosh.
No. No.
We startled it out of him.
Yes!
It's like when you have the hiccups.
Or maybe it's him.
He fell into the toilet.
So the Lucian has lit the door, which then flings open as a kobold is quickly throwing on pants. Kind of like just looks up at you and like squints at the sunlight. And it's just like, what's your problem? In Draconic at you.
What's your problem?
He's
In,
like,
in perfect draconic back.
Ravi, yeah.
Ravi is like trying so hard to like not laugh. He's like probably like doubled over a little bit, just like.
And you now that you all kind of get a good look, this is a blue tinted kobold. Although it's got some, it looks like it's got some kind of growth issues in some of its scales. This doesn't look like the healthiest of things, but it's just sort of like it's just like it's seething at Lucian. It's just like. But like, kind of like looks around at the people being here. What do you all want, anyways?
What did he say?
What do you want?
Why did we do that?
That's a good.
Said.
Why did we do
We
that?
should do it.
I know, but now I'm thinking about it and I'm like,
I don't know.
why
Ask
did
that
we do
idiot.
that?
I don't know. Ask that guy, and I point at Ravi.
It's still like,
It's his idea.
Goes to like just move past Lucian.
Is he shoving?
He's just trying to go around you. Do you try to stop him?
No.
Okay.
You're
Walk away.
welcome.
Yeah, we startled it out of you.
You just keep walking towards the
That is
tower.
Oh.
I feel bad for every NPC we meet.
I'm gonna
I
start to feel that way, yeah.
Not every NPC, just the ones we fuck with. with. Which, to be fair, is a good, 50% of them.
We either kill them, cuck them, or scare the shit out of them. Literally.
Sometimes all three at once.
Welcome to the team, Chris.
So here. God.
Welcome to the team. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I'm just wary of introducing priests now because they're gonna get cucked.
The worst and best thing.
How to cuck a priest. Alright.
Gotta cuck that priest.
That's the name of our campaign, right there.
No.
Nope.
No.
That's the name of our
Assume-
group. Instead of the fuckwads,
It's the
it's
cucks.
the priest cuckers. The cucks.
The cucks. Gotta keep it simple. It's just the cucks.
Yes, the cucks. Okay, I'm ready.
Damn it.
Oh god, I love that actually, yes.
This is
I mean, it's good, but damn it.
Cucks of
Never thought I'd be
Eastmount will
part of a
be
group called the
an upcoming
Cucks.
5th edition supplement for the Critical Role universe.
it was a critical moment to our campaign.
Yeah.
I never thought I would be part of a group called the Cucks.
I always hoped that I would be.
I'm married to Chris's cousin, so I'm not.
Yes.
No, there's no cucking
Let's
going
not
on.
do
over
that
there.
one,
Yeah. Don't need that image. That's family. So
Anyway, I guess I'm following the kobold, just awkwardly, hi.
it's still like
Once
seething.
Robbie composes himself.
So you're all
he's
just kind of
kinda
following at
following.
a distance as this kobold goes towards the tower.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Does Orin come and catch up?
Yeah, he's kind of confused and like catches up and is just like, "What's going on? We negotiated? Are they letting us explore the tower or something?"
I know, it's just kind of following him, I think.
Oh, all right.
Scared the shit out of him, and now we're following him.
Whoops.
Interesting. I guess that's a thing that could happen. That is a
More likely than you think.
all right. As you all talk to Oren, kind of confused about what's going on. He's just sort of like, yeah, I don't know what could. I mean, if we haven't negotiated anything that's going to be happening, how do we know what's going to? You guys just watched the crossbow bolt just shatters a magical barrier as a bolt just like buries itself into his collarbone, and he's just like, what's happening?
I look.
You
Can I
look-
trace the arc, maybe?
You look right back at the tower, and you see that that kobold that you just shat in the outhouse, went into the tower, apparently picked up a crossbow, and then leaned out and shot at you.
I was gonna ask what was going. All right, I should have done that.
Lucian.
I'm going to stare at the goblin and just yell, "Stand down!" And I'm going to channel the dragon because that's something I can do.
Nice. What are the rules on that in particular?
Basically, if it's a fail, I can re-roll it.
On an intimidation check.
Intimidation or persuasion.
Gotcha. Go ahead and roll an intimidation check.
Cool. And I won't need to use it if I succeed.
Cool.
I rolled a 1.
Good
Good thing
So you don't succeed.
So you don't succeed.
Yeah.
All right. Give it another try.
That is a 24 total.
24.
Oh, damn.
Plus 5 intimidation.
The one who just fired is like and like drops the crossbow. Rabbi, what are you up to?
I had a plan that is not needed anymore.
Oh, gotcha.
But
I figured I could. Oh, sorry.
is there like a door or something like
There's
that you ran into?
There's a door like archway. There does not appear to be
Okay.
a door that it was shut. Whether there's one that like goes inside that can close, you're not sure. You don't see one at the moment.
I'm gonna do something potentially stupid.
Our favorite
and-
thing to do.
Draw my rapier and run into the tower.
Sorry.
No,
Just
I'm trying to get it us in without causing a fight because kobolds worship dragons.
I'm gonna point my rapier at him.
I believe
I'm, like,
Rabbi
gonna
pulled a rapier
come through the
and
door.
ran towards the tower versus like stopped to have a conversation about other strategies.
I'll run like into the archway if I can, and then just point my rapier at him.
This is gonna be in a minute, but that is what you're planning to do. Charlie, yeah.
I've been laughing since the crossbow bolt was fired, and I love my short bow.
That's fair.
Orin just bleeding out, just like drowning over there, and Charlie's.
Well, what's funny is if he didn't have his arcane ward, that would have one-shot him.
Oh my gosh!
Why are we taking this child with us?
Yeah, that's where that's at. And Charlie, wait, what's going on with Charlie?
Well, I was gonna pull out my short bow, but if it's Orin, I'll just go over, still laughing, and just be like, I told you to fucking be careful, kid. And then I'll try to, like, stop the bleeding.
So, it sounds like, let's have you all, well, the only, well, how's that gonna work? Ravi's charging in with a sword drawn, so we're gonna need to roll initiative.
Yeah.
I'm chasing after the dumbass.
Highest intelligence, maybe, I don't know, maybe not anymore. Still a dumbass.
That's 23.
Ooh,
Ooh,
22.
ooh,
good job, guys.
yeah. Is that a 2 or a 20? That's a 20.
20.
Wow.
And I got 14.
Nice.
I just noticed something.
Mm.
In the panels on your screen, everyone is flipped. Everyone except me isn't flipped.
What?
Is
No,
or
I
isn't?
am flipped.
I'm flipped.
You're not.
I think, well, wait, no. I think mine's
I'm
readable.
flipped.
I have text.
Yeah, but Umbra isn't.
I don't know that I can
Strange.
Yeah.
Flip.
So first to go would be Lucian, as Ravi is like starting to march forward, sword drawn.
Is he right there?
He's right next to you.
I'm going to grab him and just be like, listen, I have an idea. Don't. Whatever you were about to do, don't.
Alright, I'll stop. I'll bite.
Listen.
I'll like, they grab the back of my shirt, I assume, and I just, like, kind of stop and just... Alright.
Kobolds worship
I've still got my
dragons.
sword out, though.
Listen, kobolds worship dragons. If that place is full of kobolds, and I channel the power of dragons, do you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
And if it
I
doesn't
still
work,
got my sword out, and I'm, like looking intently at the kobold.
Gotcha. Charlie.
I will be right back. I'm asking you to grab something.
A healing potion bounce. So I'll just ready my crossbow and wait until one of them starts attacking again, I guess.
I missed the thing about. I thought I heard potion in there somewhere, but it cut out for a sec.
Oh, I'll hold my action until one of the kobolds or whatever's in there attacks.
Gotcha. You just draw the bow and wait. If somebody goes to attack you, then you're gonna let loose the arrow at them.
Yep.
Sounds fair. Ravi, what are you up to?
I'm hanging out now, just kind of staring, like, giving that kobold the death stare, like the... I will stab you if I was close. Once I'm closer, if you don't cooperate, I will stab you.
Gotcha. Make an insight check for me.
Alright. Oh no. Insight is a 16.
A 16. You are watching as it is just sort of like, loosening its jaw. It's like it's just kind of is trying to like, almost like we tried to pop your jaw a little bit.
Does that look?
That's it.
Does it seem like in the way someone would like crack their knuckles before a fight?
A little bit, yeah. But he's already like dropped the crossbow, from the shouting from Lucian, so you're not 100% sure exactly what's going to be happening. But it does seem like a very aggressive for... You don't usually see kobolds this aggressive. It's very perturbed and was... Like, usually it's a scamper away, set up some traps, and then like pick people apart. Not just like as soon as it can get a weapon and shoot it at people.
Well, I feel like it had the cause this time. And it may or may not have been my fault.
All right, and actually, it goes then into Sonari. This dwarf kid just got shot in the throat, essentially. He's just like, "Ugh!"
Of the short bonding session of trading books, I think I'm gonna go over and also see if I can stop the bleeding.
Right, he's not like
they seem like there's nothing else going on over there.
he's not dying. He took
Yeah.
some damage. So it's he doesn't need like medical
Okay.
attention necessarily.
I heard go into collarbone and I'm like, that sounds bad. But
Yes, and it is. It looks like it hurts.
I feel like you've taken a crossbow bolt to the collarbone once or twice. You seem like you would know what that's like.
it sounds bad.
I have not. I have never been shot in the collarbone.
Oh, I was meaning Sonari.
Oh, gotcha.
I don't really get that far.
All right. Charlie, make a perception check for me.
Oh, that rolled around like crazy. 11.
11. You are watching this kobold at the entrance, pretty intently, waiting for a moment to fire at it or anything else that like jumps out. You do not spot a second kobold one floor up, kind of poke its head to the side of an arrow slit and take a shot. Let's see. What is Lucian's passive perception? Just 10 plus
15.
Okay. So Lucian, you do see the tip
Actually,
of an
no,
arrow.
it would be 16 now.
You do see the tip of an arrow kind of poke out, so you are aware that an arrow is being shot at you. That, however, is that is a 23 to hit.
Ow.
Do the thing. Do the thing.
Oh, right. Thank you for reminding me. I have deflect missiles now.
Yeah, that thing that you got this level,
Right?
right? That's the level 5 thing?
No, it's actually level 3.
Oh, yes,
Uh,
stunning
slow
strike is
fall.
5.
No, that's yeah, but technically I'm not a level 5 monk.
Anyways, so
right.
rolling the thing. If you have the
yes.
deflect missiles,
Yes.
uses your reaction, but you get to just but you have to roll for how much damage you catch, essentially.
Yes, it's 10 plus my dex mod plus my monk level.
So a D10.
It's a D10. Yeah.
It's a D10
Okay.
plus my monk level plus my dex modifier. So that's
Okay.
minus 16 damage.
That's not even an issue. So this crossbow bolt comes in and he's just fully catch it in the air, and you can just drop it, or you can like do whatever you want to do with it.
Yeah, you can spend a key point to throw it back, but I just drop it while looking at whoever shot it
Yeah,
at me.
just looking up, and there's this long snout again, like the blue tinted scales. He's like,
Oh,
I love it when my friends do cool stuff.
yes. Now you are aware of them after they've taken the shot. So go ahead and have Charlie roll.
Ah. 15?
With the arrow slit giving them a lot of cover.
I have sharpshooter.
Ooh, that's right. You ignore that
Oh,
cover.
sick.
It
Nice.
is a you almost release, and then you go, nope, gotta watch out for that. And then right into the center. Go ahead and roll damage.
God, my friends are cool.
I know. I love
9.
it when my friends do cool shit.
9. There is a
9.
you and everybody watches as this very slender framed, except for like a distended belly, kobold like just falls out
Oh,
of its
no.
arrow slit and like hits the ground.
Oh no!
Looks like a center of mass arrow. And it's
I think we just killed a pregnant kobold.
Or
do kobolds lay eggs?
Or a
Do you have
malnourished
nature?
one.
as a skill.
I don't. Actually, I might.
I think you do.
It could have also been a malnourished one.
I don't.
Sonari, make a nature check for me.
22.
22 on the nature check. You take there's a mention of Lucian of like, is that kobold pregnant? And then you immediately just pop in with like, kobolds lay eggs. That's not a pregnancy belly if they did get pregnant like mammals. That is a clearly you immediately just rattle off a diagnosis of it has some sort of health issue is going on that's affecting its digestion.
Okay, I don't have to feel
Yeah, I
bad
put it
about
out of its misery.
Oh my gosh! Calm down.
What are you, an American conservative?
Damn.
I'm joking. You're not sex trafficking any minors.
Just shoot the poor, you know? Just
Current events.
Just shoot the poor.
You're not trying to kill black people.
Yeah, just shoot the poor.
I have had
Yeah,
an American conservative character I wanted to do for some time, where their whole plan is basically, it's like, all right, first thing you do is you get married, you make sure your wife super hot, you take her, you have the rich, have sex with her, she gets pregnant, pays child support, and then easy street economic plan satisfied.
Nice.
And it's just like, and then everybody just looking at him like, can we just like do anything else? And they're like, no, that's
Suspension of disbelief,
socialism.
please. Fantasy world.
Yeah.
You're talking to someone who had a friend play a character that was just the soldier from Team Fortress 2.
I have unironically been waiting for someone to propose Prima Nocta as like an economic policy. And so, yeah, good times. Good times. Moving on.
Yeah.
Less depressing shit. Let's murder some kobolds.
I looked at Charlie and then back to Lucian and I kind of shrug and then I
I guess we're doing this.
I guess we're doing the thing.
Okay,
Oren would
so we're
technically be
doing
up.
this.
So Oren just kind of just like just pulls that out, pulls his like hand axe and just actually does like a cool like spin with it, and he's just like,
sick.
let's do the thing. He just starts marching up with everybody else.
Julie,
Technically, he's
do
the
the
first.
thing.
He's the first to move forward, technically, so he actually gets ahead of everyone.
It's a brave wizard right there.
You actually watch his axe have fire just engulf the blade of it, and he's just like,
Nice.
I'm not here to fuck around. It's just like starts marching towards the tower.
Between level 1 and 2, he got
Got a confidence boost.
Yeah.
he got confident and cocky.
Right.
I feel like he kind of stumbles there, thanks to the
I feel
arrow
like-
being shot into his neck.
Right.
I feel like Jeff didn't expect him to survive, and now he's just trying to kill him.
No, it's
Jeff,
just level.
don't you dare kill my son.
Level 1 wizards are very
Weak.
killable.
Very,
But level
much
2 dwarven abjuration wizards are almost immortal.
They're just like,
true.
come at me, you fools.
You're right. All right.
Guess I'll put my battle music
The
on.
baby wizard is marching forward. Lucian, what are you up to?
How far away is the front door?
50 feet or so.
And I think my movement is 40 feet, so I can't quite read. Yeah, my movement is 40.
Right.
Damn it, so, I'm just gonna... I'm actually gonna dash.
Okay. So movement and then action dash. You can totally get right in.
Is the door
Also,
open?
The door is not closed in any way, and there's just that one kobold there who had dropped his crossbow and is currently like, seeing the body fall, like goes and like pulls a dagger, ready to do its own fighting.
Did you not see me catch a crossbow bolt out of the air?
So that's what you're doing?
Yes,
Okay. Go ahead and make an intimidation check.
and I can't re-roll it this time.
Lucian.
That's a 24.
So you move and dash to like get in its face, and it says you kind of look up, you think you do a pretty good job of like talking down this kobold. You expect it to back down, but it's not its turn yet, so it hasn't really done anything.
And
But
I'm
you're
dead.
standing and intimidating. Charlie.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot the other one.
True. Actually, I feel like we skipped over Sonari a little bit. I don't think I got to do anything. We got a little sidetracked
I
with
just didn't do
nature
anything.
checks. Did Sonari want to do anything? Just moving forward, or drawing axe, or anything? Or
Yes. Well, this is for my turn before, right? This is before.
yeah, it's kind of before some of the stuff, but we'll just have you
This
go
is
now.
after Charlie hit the
Yeah,
kobold. Yeah.
dead kobold tumbles out, and then you're just deciding exactly what to do. Oh wait, nope, never mind. The way the sequence worked, we're fine.
Yeah.
You kind of were just observing, like, wait, all right, what's the plan?
I
And
was
then,
like, walk. Yeah.
and then then one person gets shot, another person gets shot, and then the dead
Yeah.
kobold tumbles out of the thing. And then Charlie, are you heading in?
I'm just gonna shoot the other one
Oh, gotcha.
that I can see.
Lucian kind of gets in its face a little bit, so you just kind of move to the side a little bit to have an angle. But then, yeah, make a shot.
It doesn't matter. I sharpshooter anyway. I shoot.
Yeah.
Trying not to kill them.
We've already killed one. Let's go.
9.
9.
9.
Oh, we were war criminals.
Lucian, you watch, you get in this thing's face and try to talk it down, and you expect it to just kind of, bow to your will. And then it had one dagger out, and then you see what you didn't notice before, which is it's drawing a second dagger, which it then deflects an arrow that was coming in past you, and clanks in deeper in the tower.
I just look at Charlie. I'm trying to not kill them for once.
The
Sorry, man.
in Draconic, it looks up and goes, "You smell of perversion. You are unholy." Ravi, what are you doing?
I'm charging up.
I'm about to punt a child.
I can move 30 feet.
You got 50 feet
I
across.
I can move 30. I will. Let's see, what can I do?
I'm just gonna do the physical motions for the one that's laying on the ground.
I would like to cast Hold Person on it. I think kobolds are humanoids,
Sure.
technically.
Yeah.
So I think I can cast Hold Person. It's got to make a Wisdom save.
Nice. I'm gonna say that's a fail. It's a total of 6.
So they are paralyzed.
You watch as this hack. It's almost ready to do in this like dual dagger attack on Lucian, and it's just like is paralyzed. All right.
So that's my action. Yeah. I'll hang on to my Bardic Inspiration for now.
And Sonari, I believe you have an optional feature from Tasha's where you can move half your speed when you go into a rage.
Oh, yeah.
So if you raged and moved, you could actually get up into the tower and still have your action to do something.
Yeah, let's do that.
Sure.
Yep, we're going forward, and
What would you like to manifest as part of your rage?
this one I'm gonna go with a tail just pops out. This is gonna-
Do you have a description
What?
of this tail you would like to go with?
Yeah.
I forgot what we kind of agreed on.
Kind of like a whip-like
Squirrel.
tail with like a barb on the end of it.
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
I was wondering if that was on. Cool.
Yeah.
Like tiefling devil-esque almost.
Not as thick. Probably much more
Yeah.
like a whip.
Cool.
But people
Like
observe
a classic devil sort of thing.
right. Charlie in particular, as Sonari runs past, this tail just extends out from under the robes and then comes like whipping around with this like kind of
like a
bony barb
nightcrawler
on the end of
tail.
it. Huh?
Like Nightcrawler.
A little bit. Yeah.
It's a better comparison.
If the end of the tail of Nightcrawler was meant to like murder people, then yes.
I mean, he does use a sword with it.
So barbed tail charging in,
True.
burst of speed with going into the rage. You can get right up to this paralyzed kobold. You get just past it with your movement and the rage. So you could just reach back with the axe or the tail and kind of dispatch it if you like.
Clothes on it.
I think I kind of want to try using the tail and dispatch with it. This
Go
is
for
the
it.
guy that, yeah.
Yeah. Let's say you get right into like flanking position basically. So go ahead and roll with advantage, which you do anyways because it's paralyzed.
Ooh. Advantage.
Isn't it like-
12.
I think to
And
check something.
oh, free attack.
So you get you get to roll twice, take the better result, add your strength and your proficiency, which I think is a +7.
Yeah, it also automatically counts as a crit
Yeah,
Ooh,
Wait,
shit.
why does it count as a crit?
because he's paralyzed.
paralyzed.
Oh, yeah.
fucked up.
So
Oh,
that's
messed
a
up.
so with the tail that's a D8, and so then double it and add your strength modifier.
This is how I play support characters. Most people are think oh, I'll heal you. Don't worry, you'll be all right. Me,
Double it
cast
and
hold
add.
person, sick 'em boys.
What was that on the
You
dice?
just double it and add.
Double it and then add your strength modifier, which I think is +4.
Then that's a 6. And if it's crit, it's 12.
6, then 12, and then you add the 4, so 16 damage. So Lucian, you get in the face of this kobold, which then freezes in place as it gets ready to attack you, and then it just gets split. It's like, there's like a run past of Sonari, and I imagine not even looking, the tail just and this kobold just like bisects and falls on the ground. Getting a quick look around, you can audibly hear things rushing down the stairs of various creatures, so you know stuff's coming. But you have another attack. There is a you would see kind of behind a table. There is another kobold that it seems to be has lifted the top of a chest and is trying to reach into it. They are within reach of your tail, and you have another attack.
Yes, I'm gonna take that. Yeah.
Yep. Just a straight attack on this one.
Yeah. Yeah. 9, 10. I'm so sorry. Attack bonus.
Yeah, so D20 and then plus
D20.
7 should be your bonus.
Okay. 16.
16's a hit. Go and roll D8 plus your strength modifier.
7.
7. You just Lucian, you kind of also look past, and this tail whip that just cut the one in half flings across the room, and this one that is trying to pull up this crossbow out of this chest, and then just and falls to the ground, dropped immediately. But yeah, there's a I would say a pile of bodies, but it's just the 2 bodies, but there are 3 piles. But yeah, it was a gruesome sight.
Are we still in initiative?
Oh yeah, there's stuff coming down.
After I feel sorry.
Yeah, right.
Never mind.
What?
I don't remember. Did any of the bandits have a shield on them?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, you haven't.
You'll
Or no,
pick up a
the
sheep.
other one, the one you got your sword from, also had a shield.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember if I picked that up or not.
I assume
Actually,
you guys would have if you were interested in having a shield.
Yeah. Can I snag that?
Yeah, go for it.
I have a question. I just realized I was gonna ask last time. Is the feather my casting implement now?
No.
I don't have a casting implement. Shit.
Yep, you'll have to check the
Oh.
components of whatever you're trying to cast. If it requires a material component, you don't have a focus at the moment.
Forgot that I'm not proficient in them.
Hey, Robbie, you want to give me that gem we found?
You don't need it.
Yes, I do, actually. I don't have a thing to cast my spells anymore.
You will need to check your spells for anything that needs any. If it's just verbal and somatic, you don't need a focus for that. That's just hand motions and speaking words. Material components, you're gonna need to take a look. So, coming down the stairs, there's another pair of kobolds who come down. One of which is just like holding its belly kind of on the side the whole time, just coming down with a spear. And there is also a lizard folk that comes down, much larger, kind of looking at the situation and be like, "Fish, meat. We need some vegetables. You'll have to do."
I mean, I have some vegetables in my bag.
All right, coming around, the child wizard finally comes in the door and like looks over at this situation and is just like, "Don't worry, guys, I've got this."
Remember what happened last time you said that?
Goes the axe head engulfs in green flame and goes to swing at one of the kobolds, and it just like, and the kobold just like looks and like just steps to the side and it just misses. And he's just like, kind of looking at the lizard folk. Always kill the wizard.
You.
Lucian.
I'm going to take a deep breath and exhale a cone of fire at the two of them.
Okay.
I believe that is a dexterity.
Isn't Orin also there?
Since he just made
I'm
a
going
melee
to-
attack, yes.
I'm going to move so it doesn't hit Orin.
Okay.
I'm sure I can angle it so it doesn't hit Orin, right?
Yeah, you could get right in their faces and try it. Yeah.
That was the plan.
All right. Yeah, you get right into the face of these three and go for a cone of fire. Go for it.
Yes,
So-
I believe it is a dexterity saving throw.
Cool.
And the saving throw is 14 now?
Got it.
Because my... Yeah.
Looks like some pass, some fail. Go ahead and roll your damage.
That is 7 damage in total.
7. All right.
And then I'm just gonna punch one of them
Sure.
as my bonus action. I'm gonna punch the lizard folk.
Got it. So, one of the kobolds drops, and one is still up, and the lizard folk is still up. Go ahead and make your attack at the lizard folk.
Yes. That is a 19.
That is a hit.
Rad. I would be afraid if it wasn't. That is 7 damage.
Nice. All right.
And it was also fire damage.
Cool. Sonari is observing all this fire expelling from this person who seemed like a monk. Someone you expect to do some punching and maybe some whacking with a stick.
And no, I'm just straight up breathing fire.
There's a moment of like, oh no, my spells, ah! And then just runs in and breathes fire on everything. A lot of mixed signals coming on. Charlie,
Multi-class.
you see this like flash of fire happen from inside the tower, as almost everyone else Ravi about to charge inside as well.
Do I have an eye line on any?
No, they're all
Thing
inside, like around the corner, basically. So you'd have to actually get in there.
Yeah, I'll get in there then.
Cool. Easy enough to do.
And then I'll just shoot the first thing that I see that isn't someone on our team.
There is a kobold and a lizard folk. So, whoever you
I'll
like
go for the lizard dude.
do it.
I haven't killed one of those yet.
Are you taking a penalty for extra damage, or are you just gonna try to make the shot?
I'm just gonna try to make the shot.
Go for it.
It rolled everywhere.
Mm.
11.
11's gonna miss.
Yeah.
It manages to duck its head out of the way. Arrow clanks up the stairs, kind of around the corner. And I think we're gonna go over to Ravi. Unless what? I see dice getting prepared for some.
Oh,
Ravi.
I'm just checking to see. I'm changing my dice.
Oh, gotcha.
I guess. So who's still up?
There's a kobold and a lizard folk that are both up.
All right. I will. Can I get to the lizard folk?
Yeah. Run in. They're
All right.
since you moved forward last time, it's pretty close to them. Lucy, you have something to
All
clarify?
right.
Or?
No, I just actually my turn. My question can wait till my turn.
Okay. Ravi.
I will run up to the lizard folk, and I'm going to attack
Mhm.
With my rapier, the Blade of Hexes.
Yes.
I don't know why I was about to roll advantage there, but I should not do that. That is
Excuse me.
21 to hit,
Oh yeah, that's a hit.
and I'm going to use my slashing flourish
Nice.
to do some damage to the kobold as well.
Ooh. Yes, do the thing.
Nice.
So, some damage for both of them.
Do it.
All right, so that's 13 damage for the lizard folk and 5 for the kobold.
Nice. All right. A good slash across the chest, and as it comes down, you also just happen to hit the kobold, who is just like kind of already on fire, and then a slash across the face just knocks it to the ground. So you are all only dealing with a lizard folk at this point.
And
Anything else?
I should have done this before. No, I'm not going to now. Yeah, I'm good.
Cool. And Sonari.
This lizard folk is near me.
Yeah. They are
Yeah,
pretty big. They're
lizard
kind
folk,
of they're a little blocked at the moment with Ravi and Lucian being there, but you have reach with your tail slash if you would like to just
Come around them.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's try to do that.
There's a moment of like, oh, we should get out of the way so this beefcake lady can just smack at this thing with her axe. But then a tail whip just comes over your shoulders. Go for it.
So,
Ooh, that's 12 for attack.
A 12 on the die or a 12 total?
12 total.
12 total. 12 is a miss,
Oof.
but you have a second attack.
Bragging that y'all have second attacks and shit.
And multiply.
20.
I will soon.
20 is a
Total.
hit.
Ooh. 7 damage.
7 damage. Alright. That last slash of the tail makes this lizard folk kind of drop to one knee and look up angrily at everyone. There are more like pitter-patters of feet approaching, and this one kind of looks at everyone and is just like puts up its like kind of clawed hand and drops the sword of jagged bone, kind of leans over its head and goes, "Stop! Stand aside! Can we talk?"
Yes, I've been trying to do that since the beginning, but you all shot at us.
There's sort of a pause. Is everybody pausing their attacks to
Yep.
have a chat?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright. people attacking our home. Of course we will try to defend ourselves. But it's clear you are intent on our deaths, with greater capabilities than we have to survive.
I mean,
Your people shot first.
and also, like, we don't have to kill you. We were just coming here to see if there's anything cool.
Okay. And what?
Your people shot first. We were protecting ourselves.
I believe those at fault are dead.
All right, so we don't
That's
have to
true.
fight.
Very well. Kind of just stands up.
I look around. Does it look like there's anything interesting in this like first room?
This first floor looks like there's some like bones and like torn animal flesh off to the side. This looks like their staging area for wherever they bring some kills to like cut up for meals and whatnot. Nothing in
Have you-
particular.
Have you explored this entire tower?
No. There are upper floors we cannot access.
Do you think we could maybe do that?
Search the upper floors
Yeah.
and leave our people in peace.
We won't hurt you.
Yeah. Sure.
You guys are not what we came here for.
This
Seems
wasn't
like
everyone that cool. Okay.
This seems like a deal to me.
Seems like a fair deal to me.
I reach out a hand.
You leave us alone.
Goes and like shakes Ravi's hand and is like looks at almost doesn't register Ravi anymore. It looks over to Sonari and goes, "Good for you to watch out for these weaker creatures to make sure they travel safely."
There's not.
Did you not catch me breathing fire?
Robbie
I
looks
understand
like somewhat
some
offended.
are so weak they must resort to tricks of fire. And Ravi, yeah.
Robbie looks like somewhat offended, but then he like looks at his arm and is like,
The sees
Looks
the
at
like the like
yeah, the Mr. Potato Head. Yeah,
right.
Look at his twink arm, and he's just like, "Yeah, that's accurate."
He's like, you're not wrong.
Now
Like the
that
James A. Caster, like the never have I been so offended by something I 100% agree with.
now that we're out of combat, I was looking it up. It says that Eldritch Blast levels up 2 beams at 5th level. It doesn't say 2 beams at
Yeah,
level.
Yeah, it follows cantrip scaling.
Oh, okay, so I just shoot 2 now?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I was just
Multiclassing warlocks is fun.
yeah,
So now I can shoot. Now I can throw 2 fancy knives.
yeah.
4 levels
Cantrips
of monk,
scale with your total levels.
Yeah, 4
and
levels of
not
monk,
with your
1 level of warlock, and
class
somehow
skills.
the multi-attack has come with the warlock. Yes.
Somehow I deal more damage as a warlock.
Neat. Now I work. Alright, so there's just sort of a let me speak with my people. And like backs up the stairs.
Brad, we'll stay down here.
You all take a moment. There is some like chatter from above that you can kind of make out. Orin in particular is like, let's see if this takes a minute. He kind of pulls out his like spell book and his spellcasting focus and starts doing the alarm spell, just tracing it out.
While we're waiting, I'm gonna turn to Ravi. Hey, can I have that gem now? Cause can't cast spells anymore, or at least most of my a fair amount of my spells I just can't cast anymore.
Take a hot second.
Okay,
I'm kind of using it too.
shit. Anybody got an extra spellcasting focus lying around?
I have a guitar if you want.
You are in a wizard's tower, so something. You
That
can
is a good point. We'll probably find one.
I think I have a guitar. No, I have a flute.
We will probably find one.
I have an indestructible rod.
That doesn't help. Although we could use that to hit people with.
You could shout up your ass.
Didn't you already do that with your girlfriend?
No, it's what you should have done with that fucking tooth, though.
Stop!
I
with
thought that's what
that
you did do with your tooth.
Orion kind of looks over his shoulder and goes, "Who put a tooth in their butt? Why? Why would you do that?"
No,
It's a
wanted,
kink thing.
They
Oh.
wanted me to put
Okay.
the dragon tooth that grants me my powers in my butt.
It's okay. I'm not
really
into
tricked
beards,
you.
so I understand these weird fetishes.
I know. I'm not really into that either, but like, do what you want.
Whatever floats your boat.
I mean, the horny one in my relationship with me and my girlfriend is my girlfriend. Because she's a tiefling.
But
Lucien has this exact grin on their face.
landed like someone not casting Featherfall.
This is why I am the bard.
There's about 10 minutes go by, which Orin appreciates as he completes a ritual cast of alarm. You see a shimmer of like kind of webbing over the door occur, and then his like shield that was over him just like kind of re-manifest a little bit.
Nice.
He's like, okay, that's a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not at full strength, but it helps. But it's only and he starts to like do another casting of the alarm, but it's only about a minute after that where lizard folk comes down the stairs. He goes, "We have cleared a path, and you can come to the upper floors if you wish. If you wish."
Sheath the rapier.
Picks up its like bone jagged sword and sticks it in the like side sheath. This is like, "Please, after you."
Start.
I'm going to follow
Going.
cautiously.
All right, so Ravi's leading the way. All right.
Why would the bard in front?
Always smart. All right, so the four of you head up a spiral staircase that is on like the outer edge, or inside wall, but like the outside edge of the tower. The next floor up, you can see these like bunked kind of beds of various sizes.
I call the top bunk.
Very ill people, of kobolds and lizard folk. Some are just seem to be having some kind of intestinal issue. You do see one kobold in particular just like has like a spider web like wrapped around its finger in the corner of the room, and it's just like,
That lizard's high as fuck.
and it's just like
He got into the lizard nip.
And there's sort of a general tension amongst all of them, but they don't seem that well.
Are you all okay?
Yeah, I look to the one who's like kind of leading us. It's like,
Well, he's from behind.
Mhm.
He's just sort of like he's behind
Oh,
all
okay.
of you as you head up. I people's problems don't concern you.
Could help if you want.
If you wish. Points to the one with the spider webs, like, this one's gone mad.
Do you know from what?
Slowly has deteriorated over time. Lost his memory of important events, stopped speaking at a certain point. Now he sits in the corner playing with webs. Gotta get up to the next floor. You do see what seems to be a well almost on like a third story of the tower. A couple of two kobolds and a like smaller, thinner lizard folk are at the well, kind of just getting some water, and they drink it and they kind of get a little smile, and it's just like, the waters of the tower are sweet. It's one of the advantages here.
What does the water look like?
Yeah.
Taking a look at first glance, it's just sort of like just clear water. You know, do anything in particular to it, or are you just kind of looking at the water supply?
I don't really have anything where I could.
Can I sniff it?
Sure, make a perception check.
We'll go with the Robbie dice.
Mm-hmm.
14.
You don't smell anything weird about it. It's you see how it comes in at. It looks like it might be like rain collected a little bit, but it seemed to be like almost like a stone gutter system that comes into the tower to like deposit rainwater
Through the lead pipes.
You don't see any pipes. But yeah, just looking at it, you don't see anything. You don't see or smell anything weird about it.
Are the water deposits like strangely colored, or does it just look like normal water's been running down it?
No, it looks like regular water. It does. The only thing that's of an odd color is there is the interior of the tower at this level seems to be like painted a purple of some kind, with like little like scenery motifs that have been painted into the walls.
Weird. Okay.
Anything else with
I
this?
don't trust the water.
Yeah, just looking at it. It's like water. Heading upwards from there. The similar paint scheme getting more elaborate at the 4th level, and this seems to be a training ground kind of thing. And you all hear the fleshy thuds before you see what's happening, where there are 2 kobolds who are just beating the shit out of each other. Just like a fist fight going back and forth between these 2 kobolds. Just gah, 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 and they're just like, and then one finally like kicks the other one in the stomach, which it just falls to the ground. He's like, gah!
How is his technique? Is it actually like martial arts, or are they just like clocking each other?
Just sucker punching each other.
It's probably not up to your particular standards, but it's not without technique.
So they're basically trained in fighting hand to hand. I just give them a little thumbs up.
You wanna go next?
What?
You trying to challenge me?
No,
I like shake my head at Lucy and like
I was just giving you a thumbs up.
Yeah, fuck you. Goes over and kicks the one that's on the ground, and then takes a pouch off of its belt.
They start. Lucy just starts to cast Eldritch Blast, but they're just like, wait, nope, not worth it.
I'm gonna go up to Deco when
You
he's
go
not
to
looking.
start casting Eldritch Blast, and no magic apparates at all.
What?
You start to make some motions to cast Eldritch Blast, and nothing apparates.
do I notice that?
Yeah, you notice some semantic start, and then nothing at all happen.
And they're just like, shit.
Charlie.
When the kobolds turned around and not looking, I'm gonna use the butt of my dagger and just whack him in the back of the head.
Wonk.
Walk over. Quack! Yeah, make an attack roll. Ravi,
I wanna
you see Charlie start to approach.
when I see Lucian try and cast something, like do the Scarlet Witch hand motions or whatever, I'm gonna can I just try and just do like a little puff of sparks in my hand with prestidigitation?
Yeah. You go and sparks kind of fly up out of your hand.
Show off.
I was just testing a theory.
Okay. Actually, yeah, that was a good point. Nope, it's just me.
Charlie, I would say roll with
Performance
advantage. They're not
issues.
expecting to get clocked in the back of the head.
Say that again, and I won't.
Advantage.
Charlie's going. Oh,
Like 1 in 5 or something?
still Charlie.
15.
15 is a hit. I won't make you roll all the dice. There's just A crack to the back of the head, and it just falls on the ground.
Cool. I win!
Just
10?
Huh?
Nope.
No, I said I win.
You win. Actually, do roll damage for me.
Okay.
You have your 3d6 sneak attack plus your d4.
Yep. Ooh. 16.
Okay. The lizard folk who's been following you all up is just like he's like, please don't challenge. He's been, oh no. You go walk up and crack. You mean to knock out the kobold, which when you do twice as much as its hit points would probably work when you do 3 times as much as its hit points.
Oh my gosh!
You go and you hear the crack that you're kind of used to when you're gonna lay somebody out, and then as it hits the ground, you hear an extra little like snap, and you're like, "Oh no!" There's
I do the like wide eyes look at the lizard folk like, uh-oh.
I take a
He's
step
fine.
away from.
He's just taking a nap.
I take a step away from Charlie.
There is a moment of there is a scream down, and in Draconic, Lucian and Sonari here call, weapons, kill them all.
God damn it!
Let's do a new initiative
This is
roll.
what you get. This is what
Oh
you
my
get,
God.
Charlie.
Oren
many
looks
cars
over
are
at Charlie like,
Hey,
why?
I'm gonna pick you up.
Everyone, Lucy's
Place
just
is
looking
gonna-
at Charlie, just like, what the?
This is gonna have to be like Australia or something, where there's just like a no bar fighting allowed. Great, too many people.
Too many
got,
people
like,
dying.
one shot in real life.
I have a
Like-
question. How many did we see coming up?
A couple dozen.
Charlie, you idiots!
I rolled a natural 20 for a total of 24.
Always
For
good.
you.
Yeah,
You're ready.
that's great.
I have a 21.
Nice.
19.
Ooh.
I'm only 19, but my mind is older. And that's why I can sing the song without getting DMCA'd.
Okay.
Um,
What's an I get for initiative?
Now I have
21.
now I have
21.
stuff in my head. Thanks.
All right. Charlie, a quick look around. You can hear the yells of kobolds arming themselves, and you know from seeing it's going to be quite a few. You also do see the hatch that can be shut to seal this floor from all the floors below. So there's that. And there's a lizard folk that's very mad at you and is currently drawing a sword.
I dropped my dagger and I'm like, I'm sorry. He told me to challenge him. It was an accident. I'm sorry.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Come on. Don't fuck me, Isley and Torin. Persuasion?
Yeah,
16.
that's surprisingly good. You feel like there's a pause that's been created. You're not sure how long it's gonna last,
I'm sorry.
but the lizard folk has gone from I'm about to just having to start chopping to I need to evaluate the situation.
My dagger's on the ground. My hands are up.
Lucian,
What did I miss while I was grabbing water?
Charlie has made a plea for peace, and the lizard folk seems to be observing the situation versus outright going murder style.
Lucian's gonna just gonna hold their hands up. It was an accident. They usually don't kill people just for no reason.
Usually. All right. Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
All right.
I like to fuck with people, but I don't just
But-
kill.
That's a 17.
Challenged me. I'm sorry.
Nice. Sonari, what are you doing?
Seeing the situation as it is,
You don't know these
like,
people either.
listen, I
This is
barely know
like-
these people, but clearly
yeah,
the halfling can kind of be an idiot right now.
Right.
off the rails.
It was an
Right.
accident.
You were watching, and it did seem a little bit like an accident. Like a little
It did,
walk up,
yeah.
like, nah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
fuck with this guy, and go to like clock him in the back of the head, and just sort of accidentally got right at where the neck meets the base of the head,
Oh God.
and just, it wasn't. I don't know legally if it was murder or manslaughter.
Yeah,
I got hit with a
I'm gonna
paintball
go.
there. That hurts.
It
Yeah,
does.
I'm just gonna get.
Sometimes it hurts so bad you
Or-
die instantly.
And not, but at the same time, making myself like bigger in a way. Like, clearly it was an accident, but if you do continue to attack, you saw what happened outside.
Gotcha. Make an intimidation check, which
I also meant to
believe we
ask-
worked out you are not proficient in.
No. Yes, because of the stealth.
Right.
Like,
Or because
how
of the
big is
investigation.
Sonari?
Sonari is how tall? Like 7 foot ish,
Ooh.
Oh, 6.
6.5 to 7 feet, kind of.
Or, big girl.
Buff.
Just the opposite of yourself and my wife. Just massive.
It comes out to a 19.
Huge.
19. 19. Okay. I forget what isn't your charisma -1?
Oh, you said charisma?
Charisma.
My bad. I thought you said intimidation. Okay.
Well, intimidation can be strength, yeah. So, sure, we'll say this is
Wait.
mostly flexing.
Okay.
All right, so 19 is very good. Ravi, what are you up to?
Nothing. I'm just gonna stand there and try and look as
Horrified.
not as non-threatening as possible.
There's
Opposite. Yeah.
I'm not even doing like a whoa. I'm just doing like a okay.
It's like weird place you got here.
Yeah.
You just turn into a Skyrim NPC.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I'm not even like touching my sword or anything. I'm just like idle animation like
The lizard folk yells down the hall and he's like, "Hold!" Kind of draws the sword and like walks just past Charlie and looks back at the troop of you and is like, "Out, all of you out. Can't
Very
trust you
reasonable,
not to
sir.
murder my people in the tower. You must leave."
very
So-
reasonable. And I turn and exit.
Yeah, I'll leave too.
Starts backing out.
Yeah, we're just going out.
All right, so
Lucian?
Charlie starts leaving. Lucian?
I wanted the cool magic stuff, but I have to leave.
We don't even know if there's cool magic stuff.
The
We
wizard
don't-
tower.
Well, now you fucked up cool magic stuff for Charlie, and Charlie's fucked up cool magic stuff for you, so you're even now.
Except Charlie fucked up cool magic shit for all of us.
So Charlie owes me and Sonari, but you two are even.
Yeah. Sorry, you're good.
Me and Sonari over here, like, where's my magic shit?
Now, Sonari is aware of something in particular that she does want. That is probably at the top of this tower.
You have a goal.
A ton of gold?
A goal, but
Oh,
yeah,
a
it's a
gold.
goal.
Okay.
So is everyone just slowly backing out and walking down the stairs and exiting the tower?
What if
Hold on,
we
hold on.
like
Just a second.
try and help figure out what's
I look at Sonari.
Mhm.
and I look at like the trap door,
Mm-hmm.
and I do like a head like jerk towards it, and then I want to cast hold person on the lizard folk.
Awesome.
Right.
All right. So Ravi cast hold person. All right. What is your wisdom save on that?
15.
15. You all watch as this ultimatum is given, and Ravi gives a head nod to Sonari about the trapdoor, and you all watch as the lizard folk does not change their expression and is held in place. Get him!
I'm gonna quickly go to the hatch
Wait,
door.
did
I'm
you-
going to.
Did you say get him or run?
Get him.
Oh,
like a kind of like not like a shout, but it's like a loud enough for you both to hear.
Yeah.
But not like shouting so that everyone downstairs will hear
And then
us.
have Sonari make a investigation check for me.
Oh dear.
I remembered I can go invisible, but I'm not sure if I can go invisible.
So check the spell description for.
Roll straight was 16.
Yes. You have a proficiency and a bonus of some kind, I think.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I know not
Whatever your
that much.
intelligence modifier is, +3 for proficiency.
Then that she is the most intelligent out of all of us. Then
So that's
high intelligence
20.
20.
barbarian.
Immediately checking and looking around. Wait, I have to check your math on that later, but it doesn't matter. You're way over the DC. You just sort of, you shut the trap door kind of quietly, and you see a crossbar that can be used as a lock, and you just like shove that in, and you realize like they would have to chop through the several inch thick wooden trap door in order to get through. And most of the people down there were there was only a couple of lizard folk, mostly kobolds with like daggers and crossbows. So you feel pretty safe that you guys have a minute to do whatever.
Cool.
Speaking of doing whatever, Charlie and Lucian, whatever are you doing?
I guess we're murdering a man? Why
We'll
is
just
this
like tie him up.
Why is this? No, because if we tie him up, he will eventually be able to
He can
yell
yell.
and scream. Why is this always what we end up
We've
doing?
we've already closed the hatch. They're gonna try to break in anyways. It's not
There's
like they
no-
don't know get things up.
So
Yes, but if we don't kill him, he could eventually get out of the
Oh,
room.
then you would let us out.
Follow us up the tower.
Charlie
I just shoot them as they're bickering.
is like,
And then can I just baseball bat him?
well, this might be resolved already. Charlie, make your attack.
Steady aim. 19.
That's a hit.
And it's an auto crit.
And
It is a crit, yeah.
Oh god.
And
Oh,
because
wait, no, it's not,
You have
because-
advantage, so you need to crit your weapon dice and your
Oh.
3d6 sneak attack.
No, it's actually not a crit. It's only a crit if it's a melee attack. Sorry.
Oh, gotcha.
Mm.
Is it attacks in melee?
It's attacks from within 5 feet
Ah.
when
That is 15.
paralyzed.
Plenty. It was actually already wounded and hasn't had a chance to take a short rest or anything.
Yeah, I kind of lit on fire earlier.
The arrow pierces through like center of mass, and you feel like the only reason it's still like kind of held up is the spell. The
Sweet.
eyes kind of roll back.
I'll release the spell.
Nice.
Actually, I'll wait. I'll hold on to the spell, and can I like direct Lucian to like set him down gently?
He's dead.
But there's people downstairs that could hear him falling to the floor. And
We're in the training room?
I release it and let Lucian do whatever.
I just like sort of hold him, but not really. Just so he doesn't like thump to the ground.
Sure. Yeah. Per what Ravi was going for, yeah. Allowed to lay down on the floor of the training room. You don't hear anyone like charging upward, but you still probably feel like haste might be a good idea. So
Onward.
start moving up to the next floor.
Wait a second, wasn't there a kobold?
There was a dead kobold, and
thought
an
there was an
unconscious kobold. There's one who's been knocked out by the other kobold, and now there's the one that is fully dead.
We can handle one kobold. Let's go.
All right.
I grabbed the unconscious one. How big is the unconscious one?
I mean, around your size, probably lighter though.
Oh, okay.
Just
I was gonna say I grab him by the tail and carry him, but I can't do that.
You're not
Just-
that
I
strong.
can grab
I
him
don't
by the
think.
tail.
Yeah.
what? Tie his hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I imagine Sonari watching Charlie try to like pick up and grab and drag the kobold, and then you can just like one hand just
Arm him.
pull and grab.
Yeah, hog tie him, and then let's go.
Yeah.
Sonari can easily carry this thing as you go and like wrap it up. Add an unconscious kobold to your inventory. But yes, you all move up a level. This one is apparently the floor they've not been able to get into. There is a filigree around the edge of a door frame, traced out in what looks like gold. It is readable, I believe, by just Lucian and Ravi. It is in Elven. It is a. It seems to be just sort of an incantation. You speak the password in order to pass through.
Is that what it says?
Yes.
Translates to?
Is there a hint?
Yeah, is there any sort of riddle or anything?
Yeah, it's speak the password in order to pass through.
The password. In Elvish. I say that in Elvish.
In Elvis, you say the password. There is a glow of the edge filigree as the door splits down the center and opens up.
I put my fist out for Lucian.
I'm just losing my shit. Just
Like, I clearly just don't know that they.
You have no idea, but
I'm just like, nice.
you don't know the language, but they apparently figured out this weird riddle really quickly.
I like turn and do like a short bow.
that's the funniest.
Like, nod my head, turn follow.
Lucian's just like, that's like
Respect.
your password 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's a pun. Of course I got it, I'm the bard.
I mean, I got it too. You just said it first, bastard.
Because I'm the bard.
Is it your job to fuck people?
No, it's my job to be witty.
Debatable.
And
Orin
draw
is-
dicks on things.
Orin is just like, what are we talking about?
Oh my god, I remember
What are we talking about?
Oh right, Orin's still here.
Is Orange
Yeah.
just...
Orin is just
Orin is
watching
just like,
this.
this seems a lot, guys. Like, why, and why?
Feel bad
and
for
also
Orin.
Why?
I feel bad for
I
Orin.
love Orange for some reason.
I also love him. He's my son now.
Yeah,
And I
just a
feel so
sweet
bad
kid.
for him.
I'm gonna
We're
adopt this
kidnapping
one.
you. I don't say that out loud.
We're kidnapping you.
Anyways,
Alright, keep going.
the door opens up into a very interesting an interesting room. There's the same purple kind of painted everywhere. It looks like there is a little spot where whatever rain system kind of drains into this room and creates a small like pool of water that then drains lower, you imagine, down into the lower water collection kind of spot. There's a series of desks and bookshelves filled with various books and tomes. Some have been like pulled out of the shelves and like are strewn about the floor. And there is a ladder that seems like it goes up to an upper like observation deck. And laying in the center of the room is looks like an elven man with deep red robes with like gold trim, patchy hair that just seems like someone who's not taken care of themselves in a long time.
Lie?
With the door opening, there's a bit of a reaction as it kind of looks up, and it's just like Lucian, yes.
How far up the tower are we?
You're on like the 5th fifth or sixth floor. So you're
Uh,
good.
How many?
You're good 60 to 80 feet up in the air at this point.
I meant like, could I tell like how far how much higher it is to the top?
Oh, yeah, it's probably one more floor to the top.
Cool. This is a boss room.
So
Possible.
not a video game.
Tower.
So there are all these research desks around, papers strewn about, and then this figure kind of like sits up, and you can see just like missing a bunch of teeth. That you've never seen an elf quite this raggedy. Like dark, kind of sunken eyes. He's looking at the group, and he's like, let's let Sonari. Anybody who's proficient in Arcana, make an Arcana check.
Might be. No.
Ha, no, I'm dumb.
Terrible. Like a 9.
My other character. My artificer is very proficient in Arcana.
Yes, but we're all stupid.
Yeah. He's got a +10 and advantage
Ooh.
on Arcana checks.
What? Stupid. Then again, advantage and +10 to stealth is very common with rogues.
All right. So what were the totals on that?
I'm not proficient.
Oh, gotcha. So Sonari,
Yeah,
So
my
Nara's
total was
the only
9.
one,
I
I
rolled a
think.
5.
a five. Wait, 5 total. Okay.
I rolled a 5 and got +4. So 9.
Oh, 9. Okay.
Nine.
You are not
9.
familiar with exactly what happened to this man. You do kind of recognize him from sketchings, from research that you've done. This is the Wizard of the Tower, one who was a specialist in various research that you've been looking into. You do also see on the wall behind him this, and everyone can see this large great axe, which on the blade of one side is an open, like, direwolf's maw, and
Dick.
it is like silvered teeth, like open and jagged, ready to like axe into somebody.
That sounds metal.
And that seems to be where the highest concentration of like research notes and things are, is under that axe. There, it is also surrounded by a series of crystals that are kind of sunk into the wall next to it, almost like things that are channeling energy of some kind.
Grab your
However,
hands.
for a third time tonight, y'all are gonna need to
Sticky-handed.
roll initiative because this guy is getting up and seems hostile.
Gonna go with that one.
Sounds fun.
Ooh,
13.
23.
15.
That is a 23.
Battle music's
Is it
coming
all
back on.
13s and 23s? So is Sonaria 13 also?
I'm at 15, sorry.
15,
Yes, 15.
okay.
I have a question, and this is for boss music purposes. Would you classify this as a boss battle?
I would classify this as a lich.
Oh, shit. That's... So, yes, boss.
No, it's not.
I mean, technically, he does look undead, and he is a wizard.
This is an undead-looking ancient spellcaster at the top of a wizard tower, snarling at you with sunk-in undead features.
Yeah, that's a lich.
So it's first to go would be Lucian and Ravi.
Oh my god, I think you have a higher dex mod than me, so you can go first.
My dex mod is +4, yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna run up and friggin' hit him with my bow staff.
Take a
I
swing.
would be using magic, but apparently I don't have magic.
You have plenty of magic.
Sounds like a lie. I tried casting earlier.
I didn't look up all your components.
Oh no, Eldritch Blast doesn't have any physical components. It's just verbal and somatic.
Yeah.
But I couldn't cast it earlier.
True.
If I tried to cast something, would it take my action?
I mean, if you want to try to cast a spell, yeah, that's an action. Usually, unless it's a bonus action spell.
I don't think I have any bonus action spells. Oh. I'm going to attempt to cast Sacred Flame.
Sure. I think that's an action. Yeah.
Yes.
You go to cast Sacred Flame. That is a dex save, I believe.
I think it might actually be Constitution,
dex save.
honestly. Let me
I'm
just
pretty
check.
sure.
Yeah, it's Dex.
Dex.
I don't-
Cool.
I don't know if Jeff is using the actual Lich stats, because if so, we're so fucked.
If it's the actual Lich stats, we're dead.
I mean,
So
I'm terrified.
I don't know. Does my appearance? Okay. I was just making sure that as I pull open a certain page from the internet, that it does in fact create a different light on my face from the other page being opened.
It does
I just wanted to check that. Sacred Flame.
yes.
Does that do something special against undead?
I don't think so, but it does deal radiant damage,
Nice.
which statistically most undead are weak to.
Probably.
Well-
All right, go ahead and roll damage. I think it's 2d8 at this level.
Yes.
Or wait, what is your DC for your saves?
It is 14.
14. All right, he does fail.
No, it is 13.
13. He does still fail.
Okay, let's
Just fine.
roll
He got a
that.
12, so.
Let's roll that nice damage. That is double sixes, so 12 damage.
12 damage. All right.
Lucia just looks even more confused than they were a second ago, just like, ha!
You see, you reach out, and a little suspect, because last time you tried to cast a simple spell, it just didn't manifest. And this time, though, the flames shoot out of your hand and partially engulf this humanoid figure. Does kind of catch on it, and is like, kind of irritated at the contact that has happened.
I'm not stressed.
I am so confused.
I'm not stressed.
I just look at Ravi. Apparently I can cast magic? Cool!
All right, so any bonus actions or anything you want to do?
I think for my martial arts I have to hit him with a melee attack.
True. Yeah. Or use
I
a
mean,
monk ability kind of thing. You don't get
Yeah,
all-
it has to be unarmed. It has to be unarmed
So that's
strike.
a no
or-
on the bonus action. Okay.
Actually, no, I'm good.
Okay. Ravi.
I guess I'll cast Hex on him.
All right. There's almost like an instinctive and go ahead and make an Arcana check for me, because this is something you could know eventually.
Okay. Oh, that's not bad. That's a 19.
19. You actually do recognize from having read about it a little bit. You're sort of pseudo proficient in everything as a bard.
Yeah.
This looked like a partial motion for counterspell. But then you watch the hands kind of fumble and the words are just mumbled gibberish. And then nothing happens.
This is a
and then so
failed
the hex
one.
takes
Can
hold.
I interpret that as something? Actually,
Much, but
can I?
you deduce
No, I
it.
guess
Tried,
it's too late to
you
do that.
deduce it. Tried to cast counterspell and it didn't happen.
Okay.
So, but your hex takes hold, which gives it disadvantage on an ability check. I think if you
Yeah, I'm going to give it disadvantage on. No, it's on checks, not on saves.
Oh.
So I guess I'll give it disadvantage on intelligence checks.
Cool. That would hurt its counterspell checks if it gets to make them.
Oh yeah.
All right,
schmear.
it is hexed, and then for your action.
Yeah, I will.
So this is through the blade, right?
Yes.
Drawing that blade, and Sonari would be the first time kind of seeing anything about this. Everyone else kind of saw this blade work against all of you, but a black shadow magic kind of extends out from the blade, which itself has looked semi-black over the course of the times you've seen it drawn, but now you can see the shining normal steel as the shadow is leaped off the blade onto the target. And then, Ravi, are you going to go do some stabbing things?
Yeah, I'm just checking what I can do.
Well, you've used your bonus action, so I think most of your things are a bonus action.
Yeah,
Except for
I'm going to
stabbing.
go. I'll go up and stab him.
Go for the stabbing.
And I'm going to use a defensive flourish as well.
That's not a bonus action? That's part of your
Nope,
attack?
I just get to do it if I make an attack.
Ah, gotcha.
So that's 24 to hit.
Nice.
So I get to do.
That is a hit.
I gotta get my d8s. Alright, so that's. Oh. So that's 18 damage.
18 damage.
Oh, and a d6 necrotic from Hex.
Gotcha. Is immune, or no, not immune, but
Just resists.
right, just resistant to the necrotic. So
Okay.
what was that? Piercing damage was what?
That was the 18. Did I say 18 or the number I said originally?
Was that a? Did you like add a inspiration die or something to that? Was that how you got?
Yeah,
the
because that's what happens when you do the flourishes.
got burns inspiration to do extra damage.
Yeah.
All right. So that was 18. You said.
I think so.
Okay,
Right?
that's a lot.
Um,
Yeah, and then roll your
And then
D6.
5 necrotic halved to 2.
Nice.
And then I also add 7 to my AC.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
All right. And that's your turn?
Yes, that is my turn.
Okay. At the end of your turn, as a legendary action, it goes to use its paralyzing touch against you.
It's me.
Reaches,
Little old me.
reaches out with this decaying hand. Goes to
With my AC of 21 now.
goes to grab you. That is a 12 to hit. You watch it. You almost just like with the flat part of the blade, just kind of smack it out of the way.
Like a hand going for the cookie jar.
Right. All right. Next.
This guy kind of terrifies me, and I don't like being close to him, but I did a thing.
Sonari. You'd be up.
Alright. I
Oh,
would like to rage.
yes. You could
yes.
also make an Arcana check to see if Arcana or History, whichever you would. Well, they're the same bonus for you. But go ahead and roll a check for me, see if you kind of know what this guy's deal is.
Good. Natural 20.
Oh shit!
Um,
With a natural 20, you piece together exactly the situation. This is a Lich, a full-powered, maximum-level spellcaster capable of altering reality and immortal as they've ditched their soul in order to gain undeath. However, as you watch him and as you think back to the state of the creatures that have been inhabiting this tower, it has lost almost all of its intelligence, which has made it so it can't cast any of its spells, and a lot of its abilities have been reduced. So it is essentially an immortal, all-powerful god that can't do most of what it does. This is like a this went from like if a Tarask had no limbs.
Oh no.
And also didn't have reflective carapace.
Yeah, like if there was a
be
naked torso of a Tarask, that would be what this guy's equivalent is.
If we were
in
all
Spellcasting.
clay golems fighting a Tarask.
Yes.
Ah, yes, the most broken thing.
So you're looking at this thing, you're like, this thing's not actually that much of a danger without all of its magic stuff, and you're just like,
yeah.
but it's still undead and it's probably got to die before it's gonna let us just do stuff here.
I'm no longer gonna rage, but I will take out my axe. You said that that big shiny axe was behind the guy,
It's on
yeah?
the wall. Yeah.
Would
Go
I
to
be
grab
able
it?
to go and grab it?
You want to try?
I want to try.
All right.
Yeah.
I would say if you rage, you'd have a probably better chance of like ripping it out of its case of where it's at on
Damn.
the wall.
Yeah, let's do that. I have 3. Why not? Yes, rage.
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 Flex out. Are you going tail
Tail.
again on this one?
Yeah, tail. I love that tail.
Make
Hades
an
soundtrack is on.
make an athletics check. Athletics with advantage since you're raging.
Cool. Okay, that's fun. Alright, it's like a 9 plus 3. 12. Oh, 12? 12.
Did you add your strength modifier to the
Plus my strength modifier?
Yeah.
Plus 4.
right? So 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, easily enough. It's not. It's only set up there in a way for it to not fall as it gets studied. But you just rip it off of the wall.
Cool.
The gems around it kind of go dull, and but
Ooh.
you have this axe in hand. And I would say that uses one of your attacks, making the athletics check to get it. But you have your other attack if you want to just turn around.
I want to turn around and try to use it.
Go for it.
Kind of be fun. Oh, there it goes. It fell. That is a 15 to attack.
You can attack recklessly if you want to have advantage, but it would then give him advantage attacking you if that's something you want to do on weapon attacks.
Yeah.
Going for it? Alright. Doing the thing.
17.
That hits.
Cool.
Yeah. So it's a
What am I
D12.
doing there?
You are not attuned to it, so it does not do any of its special things yet, but it is a magic axe.
Alright.
D12 plus your strength modifier.
For 11
11.
attack.
Alright. Starting to see some wear and tear on this this undead thing, which just kind of snarls at everyone. Not able to do a ton given its scenario, but Charlie.
He's still got
not,
like 1,000 hit points.
not knowing that he's immortal, I'll still shoot. Steady aim, I'll take the -5.
Nice.
Eight.
8
Oh.
total.
Yeah, did not
Damn.
hit.
You watch as it like looks over at you, and you go, and it just like, and like it seems like it hits the chest, and it seems good, but then the arrow just like falls, not penetrating through to the to do any damage.
Hits him in the
Sweet.
sternum and then just like falls down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good turn.
All right. Its turn is now up. I'll look through the many abilities of a full-powered lich and ignore all of them.
Yikes.
Full powered.
The full-powered lich. It is gonna try to smack somebody, and that someone will be. Oh, that's right. He's on a 4. And you guys do see Orin like kind of like coming in the door, like,
God.
"Wait, what's going on?" And then it just sort of snarls and takes a swing at Lucian.
Yep.
For Lucian sees this rake of a hand coming right at your face, and you just sort of like take your staff and just like block. It's like it's just like, you just kind of have the staff up, and you're just like,
It's like when you're putting a hand against your younger sibling's forehead.
yeah. I didn't intend for this to be a little bit more threatening than this, but it turns out no. Not when I roll nat ones on its attacks.
Damn.
Fair enough. Orin sits up and it's just like, this might as well be happening. Walks up. Everybody's kind of pounding on the guy. It's pretty easy for him to find a flanking position. He's going to cast Green Flame Blade and take an attack. That's a hit, meaning it is That the green flames would fly off to a separate person, but instead they do not. Walks up, engulfs some flame on this hand axe, and goes, "Oh, whack!" And you all hear the whack, and then it slides off the back, doing nothing. He's like, "Uh-oh."
It's unfortunate.
And then Lucian.
Same thing as last time. Sacred Flame.
Pop.
Sacred Flame. Right. Dex save. That's fail.
Man, if you gave a monk hex in some capacity, that'd be terrifying.
Can be.
It would.
So that could be like 4d6 of like extra damage.
Oh yeah.
Imagine if I could use Smite in some way.
All right.
That is 13 damage.
Nice. All right.
Yeah, if you were also an 11th level paladin and every attack you make gets an extra d8 radiant.
Just like... I'm just backhanding him.
There is going over to Ravi,
Yup.
doing something.
Oh yeah. I'm playing D&D. I forgot.
You get the shock of we're fighting a lich, which then distilled into, well, we're fighting a lich. It's effectively a tough zombie at this point.
I will... I guess I will make an attack against it.
Yep, easy to find a flanking position with
My rapier.
with Sonari and Orin up in the fight.
Cool. That is a natural 19 for a 25.
25. That is definitely a hit.
And I'm going to do another defensive flourish.
Nice. I'm glad Umbra has figured out the mute button for whatever is happening over there.
I think they're just being quiet.
I believe there was some sing-alongs happening, but mute was used to good effect.
Okay, so that's 5 necrotic damage, again reduced to 2.
Nice.
And then 18 piercing damage.
Nice. All right.
And then I get a +6 to my AC.
Jeez. Guys have
Yeah, this defensive flourish is nice.
Another chance for Sonari to make use of that axe.
Yeah.
You can attack recklessly, and that would apply to both of your attacks to get advantage.
At this point, yes.
Nice.
I will attack. That was a terrible roll. All right, that's like a 10.
With is the highest?
With
Woo. Yeah.
yeah.
It manages to like
So
catch the axe, and then you have to pull it back to try to get in your next swing.
don't forget, it's a new axe.
New axe. Gotta figure out the balance.
Just get used
I
to
think
it.
the weight, yeah.
No, that's much better. 21.
That's a definitely hit.
It?
Yep.
Yeah. It's fun. Look at it. Whoa. Alright. That's the rage bonus, yeah?
Oh yeah, rage bonus. I think that's
Nice.
+3 at this level.
Oh, yes, I thought it was supposed to. Okay.
I think it's your proficiency bonus, but I'm not positive about that.
15.
15 damage. All right.
15 damage.
Nice.
Now I have to check that because I never made that connection. No, it's not. It's not your proficiency bonus.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It should
So
be.
it is +2 right now.
Okay. 14.
14 damage. That's fine. At the end of your turn, it burns 2 legendary actions to try to fling out a paralyzing touch, this time at Orin.
Not Orin!
Orin,
Not
How
my
dare
boy.
you?
How dare you
Uh,
hurt our child?
that
Not my
just
sweet boy.
that just hits Orin.
Shield. Can he like shield
Oh,
or something?
he can shield.
Yeah!
He casts shield.
Oh yeah, our child is
Yeah.
helping.
Brings
Just
his
like,
AC from
shield,
15 to
shield.
20.
Nice.
Recharges his arcane ward a couple of points as well.
Nice. Oh, you.
And he's like, no! Yeah!
Nah, sister.
No. Now Charlie. Charlie, something you have noticed, the non-magical weapon attacks have been just bouncing off of this guy.
Okay.
So the weapon attacks from anything that isn't magic are going to have a problem. I believe you have a dagger option, at least.
Fuck you, old man, and I'm gonna go see if he's got anything, like, wealth, like, on him. Like, I'm gonna just go up to him and check his pockets.
You're going to just bonus action, like, try to pickpocket him?
Yeah.
Give.
Go for it.
Gib magic.
15.
15. You guys can't all hear the sloshing of things clanking around in his pockets. You go and you reach in and you get a full, like, handful of silver coins.
Ooh.
Ooh,
How
shiny.
many?
The way you described it as sloshing is disconcerting to me.
Oh.
Yeah, never use that adjective
I
again.
don't know what the other adjective is for coins in the pocket.
Jangling?
Yeah,
No, that
yeah.
kind of implies a few. This is a what's the duck?
Scrooge
the
McDuck?
Scrooge
Scrooge,
McDuck
yeah.
style. Yeah, there's a lot of coins.
But they're silver.
They are silver. We'll get quantities after the combat-y stuff. You still have your action
Okay.
if you wanted to do some
Yeah, I'm
stabbing.
gonna use my action to do the same thing.
Use action, digging for more coins. So you reach
Yeah,
in,
just looking in his
you
pockets.
just reach in, grab another hand. Yeah, there's just another handful of silver coins.
Sweet, okay.
You're just pickpocketing
Cool.
him while he's like, this undead thing is trying to kill everyone.
And I'm just setting him on fire with holy flame.
Right.
Fuck you, old man.
It does look down at Charlie,
Yoink.
who's the last one to do something to it, and it's just like, ah, and goes for its paralyzing touch at Charlie. Okay. So that happens.
That
Oh.
doesn't seem good.
I can only roll so many natural ones
Oh.
before the universe balances itself.
Oh.
Oh God.
Perfectly balanced.
Goodbye, Charlie.
So Charlie, make a Constitution saving throw.
Eight.
Ooh.
8. So you will
Bye, Charlie.
be you will be paralyzed for the next minute.
Oh,
This is what you get for pickpocketing him while we're trying to
Fuck you,
stab him.
old man.
In addition,
Consequences to your actions.
you also take
consequences of my actions. Consequences
so
of
you
my
take
actions.
also take
Come.
you also take a let's see, that is you take 16 cold damage.
Nice,
Sweet.
nice.
Thing
the immortal
manages to grab you by the throat, and you feel the ice plunge into you, and then you just gonna get paralyzed holding these handfuls of coin.
The immortal words of Phil Swift. That's a lot of damage.
Right. So, Lucian.
You know what I'm doing.
Yeah. I mean, you have other options besides Sacred Flame, but
It's the only thing I know that consistently works right now.
cool.
Well, your fists still work, right?
I don't know if they work. Because the fire damage technically doesn't count as magic damage.
Sure.
Yes. Well,
So just, and also just, it's undead. It's radiant damage.
Sure. Whatever you would do, go for it.
Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame.
It's consistent, and I know it's working.
Makes his save. Takes no damage.
Until it doesn't work.
It works every time. Didn't work. Except
Uh,
some of the time.
I'm also going to use a key point
Sure.
to bonus action dodge.
Nice. All right. Dodging. Ravi.
I'm going to stab him.
Nice.
Wow, that's a Oh no, that's a natural 20. Aha! the dark dice that don't have any like color in the numbers. I was like, oh no, it's a natural 2 and a natural 3. Natural 20, baby. All right, and I'm going to use my last defensive flourish on
It's a
this,
good time to do it.
especially on a crit. Yeah.
Yep. Like a bard smite.
What
Pretty
does
much, yeah.
Defensive Flourish do?
Basically, I get to do an extra D8 of damage to it, and then I get to add that same D8 to my AC.
But you add 2.
Yeah, so I'm rolling. Effectively, I'm rolling 4d8 now.
The AC bonus doesn't get.
No,
Yeah,
yeah, the
it's
AC
just,
bonus doesn't get.
You roll your
bonus.
2d8 and,
Imagine-
and double it. So.
Imagine if it did, though.
So you do it. You roll 2d8 and then double that.
That's
and
a
also my
standard way
hex.
for me to say do it. If you want to roll 4d8, go for it. But,
Yeah, usually I roll all of them.
yeah, go for it.
Alright, so it's gonna take me a second.
Oh boy.
That's
With Sonari on deck, and Sonari fully able to get in some swings as well.
okay. So it's 8 necrotic damage. That's half to 4.
Cool.
And
Oh yeah,
then
that
I
gets
have-
critted as well. So yeah.
Yeah, that was
Nice.
already. So that's. So that's 27 damage.
Woo.
27 piercing.
Nice, nice.
And then
Yeah,
I
this
add
thing
5
is-
to my AC.
Barely holding itself together. But,
And I don't have anything to do with my bonus action, because I used my last one.
all right. And Sonari. This thing is barely on its feet still.
Cool. Then I shall.
Attack.
I'm gonna go reckless again. Yeah.
Reckless
Just in
attack.
case
Do it. Double your
Wait.
crit chance.
Do it.
it's a natural 20,
Oh!
Hey!
which this is gonna be weird. It's gonna be dead already. That's a D12.
You get the way yours work is you roll your d12, double it,
Multiply that.
then you add
Yeah.
another d12 for.
Yeah.
Do they
half
already
work.
have brutal critical?
No, it's from half work. They
It's
have
my
the
half
same
Oh,
thing.
right.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Oh,
Barbar-
shit. Half-orc barbarians.
So yeah,
Holy
Half-orc
shit.
barbarians are terrifying when they
let's
crit.
go. It's a good
I
time
just
to do it.
realized that.
14.
Delete.
Plus
Imagine if they could
11 is
smite.
15 plus 4 is 19. And then 21.
21. All right.
Wait.
In a
No, that's not 20. It's like 31.
yeah, there's
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
a
lot.
lot. Bonuses,
It
yeah.
has like 4 hit points left. But
I think it was gonna be.
in a moment of like you just sort of mentally sync up with this axe. All of a sudden you lock eyes with the eyes that are on the iconography on the in the details on the blade, and then you watch this mouth as you bring it down. You feel it yourself link up into it, and then the mouth closes and engulfs the head and just
that's so
bites
cool.
down onto him, and then you pull off and it just rips this undead head off of this old spellcaster.
That's metal.
And you kind of sit there for a second, and then the
Ugh.
jaws,
So it should be metal.
the jaws of this metal axe just open, and the head falls to the ground. Everybody seeing this kind of like moment of you syncing up with this axe.
Oh,
There's
all right.
And
Cool.
you knowing what a
Well-
lich is, beyond everybody
yeah.
else, just like that's probably the quickest that lich has ever been dealt with.
Well,
Speedrunning.
done, my
Relay
friend.
that.
We
Alright.
we sped run a lich encounter.
Lich
At,
any
like, level
percent.
5.
Let's just like say. Let's just say. Tell people.
Just tell people you.
Yeah,
killed
we
a
killed
killed
a
the lich
lich,
at level
guys.
5.
Listen.
Yeah, we killed the lich at level 5.
Right. Or it sits there and just like,
Not a big deal.
huh. Oh hey, and like goes by the door and like pulls a lever and the door is like shut and the filigree kind of lights up again. And he's just like,
Oh,
locked.
perfect.
Now we
got
can't
time.
be followed.
Good idea.
You can all hear
kidding.
just like, ah, like screaming from the under part of the tower, but you all feel pretty
We're gonna
secure
have
up here in this tower.
to deal with that eventually, aren't we?
Actually, we don't really have to.
And
Oh, yeah, we
Well,
will.
Oren kind of looks at her and
Well-
goes, actually, if we can squeeze out a window, I can get us down safely.
So can I.
Nice.
Featherfall
not-
is very nice.
Also,
Love you guys.
I kind of learned how to just fall more slowly. Don't ask how it works. I
Gravity doesn't affect me the same way it affects you.
I'm built different.
It's just
Literally,
superhero
I'm a
landings. That's all
different
it is.
class.
Superhero
so
landings
far-
just work.
yeah.
Don't do the superhero landing.
I'm gonna start searching this
That's-
room for anything
Yeah.
of note.
I
Yeah.
have to go to
As will I.
Yeah.
Between-
Searching speedrun.
Between Charlie and Sonari and Ravi especially, and actually with all of you have pretty badass investigations.
Nice.
Yeah, like I have
Nice.
advantage on
Charlie, make
investigation.
make another saving throw.
14.
You snap out of the paralysis as this thing's head is ripped off.
Cool.
Now, what have we learned about trying to pick a dead man's pockets?
I actually only have a +3 to investigation, but
I go pick his pockets more. I look through his pockets.
I mean,
you all start.
what did we learn?
You all start
Nothing.
raiding the body in the room.
Something.
So all in all, you find
What if we learned nothing?
Eating the body.
right. This is. Ravi in particular notices something odd. I have to look up a thing.
You?
So around the room, there's loose in his pockets is a series of silver coins, but then around the room, you all find these little like loosely tied together, like paper with a very light adhesive, putting together sets of 10 silver pieces. Ravi has seen this before at like with Elven military, high-ranking magic users in Elven military units carry sets of 10 silver pieces, especially when they go to fight any force that uses lycanthropy in some way. Sonari, make a history check.
Alright. It's a 16.
16. Yeah, it's relatively well known. Wizards in the Elven Kingdoms fight sometimes by just lobbing a fireball into an army of people. That's always a good standby. But one thing that can be done, especially when it's like werewolves or some sort of invading army with some lycanthropy issue, they will use animate objects to turn silver coins into creatures that then can attack for them and create these like lines of teeny little like animated soldiers that are of a coin size still, but since they still hit for damage and are made of silver, they can just decimate units of lycanthropes.
That's actually really smart.
This stuff is really cool.
Right. And this guy seemed like he was set up to like supply people almost. So all together, and these things are easy to like. It's just paper with a little glue on it. It's like they're not anything like magically bound.
It's like a roll of coins, right?
Yeah, essentially. But there's in total 8,050 gold pieces. Or not gold pieces, silver
Wow.
pieces.
Okay.
8,050
That's still-
8,050 silver
Still.
pieces.
What does that equal
That's
in
still
gold?
805.
Divide by 10, so 805 gold worth. But it's a pound for every 50 coins.
Yeah.
So
We need the sack of sacks.
You should have gotten a sack of sacks. So carrying all that out might be an issue. Searching through his personal like desk drawers and things, you also find find where I listed that.
So that's 161 pounds worth of coins.
So 161 pounds of silver
Like a
coins.
person.
Huh?
Looks like a person.
Yeah, it's
I'm
a
sure.
person of silver. Your weight in silver is literal here.
I'm sure Sonari's got it.
Well,
I'm weak.
you'll have to figure
Maybe
out
not
how many
all of it.
pounds, because I think a sack can carry 30 pounds. So you're talking about trying to get 6 sacks of silver coins.
I have a backpack.
If you dump everything out of your backpack, you might be able to carry a lot of that out. You also find 250 platinum pieces.
Oh! We're taking those ones. Those ones are coming
That's
first.
better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's better. Yeah.
This takes priority.
That's something that can just fit in a pouch, that kind of thing.
Much. Yeah.
It is actually, and you do find that in a pouch. There's his personal coin pouch was 250 platinum pieces. There are 6 moonstones in the wall that were surrounding the axe. They look like they're worth about 50 gold each. Lucian, yes.
You mentioned that this was the second last floor.
Right. Well, it's just there's a rooftop on top.
Oh.
So there's no like second door up to another floor.
There is a ladder that goes up to a hatch, yeah. Where there's been staircases up, there's a ladder that goes to a hatch.
I'm gonna go up the ladder
Okay.
and open the trapdoor.
Lucian goes up, opens the trapdoor, and is immediately eaten by a dragon.
Rude.
That's why you knock first.
This is why
I want Lucian's last words to be rude.
But it is the top of the tower. You have a pretty good view of everything around. Namely, mountainside, you can see the giant 300-foot archway that was once a prominent entrance into Dwarven kingdoms, but is currently collapsed. You can see the giant stones that have fallen inward into this once epic structure.
And that's where we're heading, right?
No, y'all were going to head north to the actual Dwarven kingdom. This is some sort of other passage that's fallen to ruin.
All right. Head back downstairs and continue searching the room,
Everyone
looking for any other
People
fancy magic items.
stacked things all over the place.
Orin has detect magic, yes. So I'm pretty sure he can.
Why don't we?
He
can
does
radar
does
room.
his ritual, and cast detect magic. He goes, axe, robes.
Figured. Grab him.
The ropes?
Yeah,
Robes or rope?
Minor transmutation on the robes.
E or B?
What?
Like B as in bear or P as in pipes?
For
Robes or ropes?
robes. B,
Okay.
B is in bear. Robes. The robes he's wearing, and this axe that Sonari has.
That's it?
Yeah, it
Letting
seemed.
go of.
I mean, when it animated and ate his head, I figured it was magical.
Yeah, I kind of gave it away.
No, I just thought
Reasonable.
all axes did
Just my
that.
awesomeness just brought it to life,
I have a feeling we're going to get along, you and me, Sonari.
He starts to, without too much of a time crunch, he starts to do like a ritual cast, basically of identify as well. Identifies the axe. He goes, attuned to it. That thing can, it can bite down on people. And I think if you hit something as hard as you hit him at the end there, if you do that again, those jaws will unlock. Otherwise, you have a chance for them to bite down, and you can trip people. Out of game terms, once per day, when you hit with an attack, you can do a trip, which is basically an opposed like athletics check.
Yeah.
But
Like
it's
a wolf
just
bite attack.
like a wolf bite attack, yeah.
Cool.
Which lets you pull people to the ground. Once they're prone on the ground, everyone has advantage while they're prone. And then whenever you score a critical, the jaws will open up and let you go again.
Nice.
So whenever you crit, you get to try again.
Oh.
And
That's
well, not
So
whenever you
it's a
crit, but if you crit, that like opens them up, and then your next attack can try again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, or the next hit.
I thought you meant to gave them an extra attack, and I was
No,
like,
no.
oh, whoa.
That'd be a
Damn.
lot. So it I'll message you the exact details later.
Yeah.
But yeah, the gist of it is it works like a magic axe. You need to attune to it. Whenever you hit, you can choose to have it bite, and then you can do the trip attack. And after you've used it, the jaws will be shut, and it still works like a magic axe. And then if you score a crit, they'll open up and give you another chance to do the bite. They will also open up on their own at dawn, so you always have that one use.
Nice.
Yeah. Also looks fucking rad.
I'm gonna
It sure do.
throw the
It
axe
sure
that's already
do.
on my back, just throw it away.
There's an
Stop
open
it.
window, and I just imagine the mundane axe just like just out the window.
Yeah, you just cut to the outside, and you just see the window and the axe.
There's just a stained glass just smashes outward in this axe. He's like,
All right,
new
so-
axe.
Okay, so how much can like we can easily take the platinum,
Yeah, that's just a 5 pounds, fits in a pouch.
and
you just-
between the 5 of us, we should be able to get all the silver. Yeah,
Yeah.
Probably.
it's only 161
The
pounds.
question
Even
is,
like-
who has a
Fine.
sack? And who has 6 sacks?
I have a sack. I have my backpack.
You have 8, so you have to dump all of your supplies out of it.
Father's already in there.
Remember, you have stuff also that is generally in your backpack.
Yeah. Are there
Uh,
any bags or anything in here?
It does not have any sacks. He has these loose set rolls of coins.
Are there any curtains?
Is there any cloth? Yeah. Is there any
There are
cloth?
things you could attempt to fashion into
Wrap.
sacks.
Yeah. Can I try and take like a curtain and like turn it into a makeshift bag for?
Are you
For
proficient in some kind of tool that can help you do that?
Probably not. But I am a bard.
You are a bard. There's no needle and thread
Disguise
nearby.
kit, flute. Disguise kit, flute, lute, lyre, and viol. So probably
Throw
no.
silver out the window and figure it out.
I string.
Come back for it sometime.
So the idea is to try to
Writing
create
silver.
basically the over-the-shoulder like sacks out of the
Yeah.
curtains, and see if that can work.
Someone
Sure,
wants to
people come
help.
together trying to jury rig that kind of situation.
Want me to make a roll for it or at all?
Nah, it's relatively straightforward. You all have rope and with curtains.
That's
You
true.
will not be able to really fight effectively holding this like makeshift, curtain sack of coin over your shoulders.
Yeah.
But you
So
do have it
don't we have a cart now?
somewhere.
We do?
We do, because we killed the guy who had.
Oh, right. And the like one.
I don't know
donkey.
why like correcting murder to kill. It's.
And it had like
Feels
one
nicer.
mule, right?
Murder implies he
Yeah.
didn't attack us first.
Okay, so we could like we weren't riding in it anyways, right?
Right. So the thought is basically get these coins back to the cart.
Yeah.
Unload it in the cart.
Mhm.
Good to go.
Then we're good.
Yeah.
All right.
Sonara, you
Alright.
seem strong enough to carry this.
Stack. Yeah.
How are we getting it down the tower?
We jump.
Yeah, we're jumping already.
All right.
Well, not already, not yet.
Not yet. No, I just meant like I'm like.
Oren's like, hold on.
Yeah.
And
I
we're ready.
think Oren also has the same ability as I do to slow one's fall. And you said yourself that you can fall slower,
Yeah.
not slow faller.
Just out of curiosity, how high up are we?
From the top, looking out, you are all roughly 70 feet in the air at the very top of the tower. There are windows you could maybe squeeze through here, be like 10 feet lower, but
It's not a big deal for Featherfall.
right.
Uh,
Featherfall just affects everyone anyways, so it's not a
I
big deal.
would
Yeah.
still
How many people can I affect?
I think it's at least 5, isn't it?
Oh.
You choose up to 5 willing creatures, so then I can get all of us.
It's just
At
everybody.
this point, if I jumped 60 feet up, it would take a maximum of 66 damage, right?
You assume so.
No, out of mechanics-wise,
Yes. You
every
assume,
10 feet is an additional 1d6, right?
You assume so.
I'm.
All right, everyone. I get everyone to like kind of line up on the
I never
Like,
like telling
on the
people how
edge.
it's gonna work out. I tell you, you can drag.
on the edge of the upper floor. Once we've gathered our things.
Oren's like, nah, there's a lot of papers to look through.
Then grab them.
All right, but there's
Right,
only
right.
coin and stuff.
What?
We're a little way down already, but hold on. He starts like going through some notes and things. He's looking for a spell book.
Quickly,
That's
I'm
probably
gonna
smart.
go through with him through some of that paper that was underneath the axe.
Make an investigation check.
I don't. Oh, it's just probably.
Can I help Oren?
That
Yeah.
is-
Just rifle through
total
important stuff for a spell book.
I have a total of 20.
Nice.
Plus
As
one.
does Oren, thanks to Ravi's help.
Nice.
You look through, and you find a bunch of research papers about all forms of lycanthropy, all mannerisms of how the curse is transferred, unique variations within. It's way too much to like read right now, but
Right.
you find 4 or 5 books that seem like good, well researched publications that never made it to like circulation.
Will I have to trade that out with the books I have, or can I just add that to my pile?
You just add that, yeah.
Cool.
Put in like half a dozen lycanthropy research books. The last of which, that seems the most recent, trails off at the end. The art, like you are kind of flipping through it, trying to just figure out the most recent research, and you find arguments that seem solid and then start to be incoherent. Starts talking about how the snow elves are not to be trusted, that they have secret technology that floats above everyone and is what starts the forest fires. And
Oh,
there's a it's like what? And then you make a
Jeff, are you doing fantasy Jewish space lasers?
I am making an assumption about a real world individual that also I believe ties into lead poisoning.
Is it Mitch McConnell?
No, your name is Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Yep.
She should, and in my opinion, should not be a public figure.
Agreed.
But you see a mental deterioration happening in the language and in the arguments made, and you're like, this was a once brilliant person who maybe had an ego problem a little bit, but by the later works, after they made themselves established in the tower, with the two 20s between the two of you, you and Oren, you piece together that they brought in a paint laced with a metal that was meant to block scrying attempts, and it was like a lead-based paint that they used to paint the interior and major parts of the tower, and it's lead paint, and this guy lived for 100 years with a lead-painted water system, and
Knew it!
went crazy.
the water.
And now you got
Yikes.
kobolds drinking the water and getting a bunch of intestinal issues and aggression issues, and
Well,
yeah.
as
I
far
knew it
as
was
I'm,
lead paint.
as far as we know, that's not our problem anymore. I have a,
Write a note. I just feel bad a little bit.
I
Right
have,
in
I have a thing.
Lucian?
I have a question.
Yeah.
So is the paint does the paint just block scrying magic or all magic?
You don't know.
Shit. Okay, I'm gonna
You've been able to cast in here.
since I was able to cast one spell.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna cast I'm gonna try casting Eldritch Blast and just whip it at the wall again.
Sure. I believe Eldritch Blast is a creature you can see.
Yeah, you have to do it at a creature.
Can't do it at an object.
An object is not a creature.
Can I do it at a dead creature?
Maybe. Yeah, sure.
I think it's technically an object at that point.
That's a gray area. But
Then I'm just gonna try whipping an Eldritch Blast at the corpse.
Yeah. 2 blasts fire down into the corpse.
Oh, thank God. I was really panicking there for a second.
Charlie.
The one that we tied up, the one that was unconscious, is that one like awake now?
Nope.
Or is it dead?
It takes about an hour for someone to
Well,
kind of get itself back awake.
Well, and we
Oh,
left it
I'm
in the
gonna-
room
I'm
below
gonna
us, I
poke
think.
him and try to wake him up.
Go pick him up. Make a
I
medicine
thought we
check.
left
Can
him
we
in.
open the door?
I thought we
Alright,
left him in the
make
room.
Oh yeah, the
below
door has
us.
been sealed. Although you have the
Yeah.
latch on
Okay.
your side to just open it. So yeah, you go down
Yeah.
there. Medicine check.
But I thought we heard
Maybe we heard 2
kobolds.
doors down.
Two
Charlie,
doors?
Charlie, anyways, goes in to get the kobold.
Okay.
Medicine
No,
check.
no. Are there the other kobolds underneath that door?
You don't know.
Then I
You'd have
won't.
to go
I
look.
won't fucking touch it.
Okay.
No, I'll just go out with everyone else.
I thought because you had Sonari carry the kobold up and
Yeah.
wrap up. So it's in the room with you guys.
Okay,
Okay.
then I'm gonna go poke him and try to wake him up.
Sure, make a medicine check.
Stabs him.
Nice. Assistance of
Oh, natural 20
Nice.
from a natural
a-
1.
There's a kind of it's sort of
Hey, the pain in here's lead. Don't drink the fucking water. That's why you're all sick.
the water's nice and sweet though.
See ya.
It's the
Yeah,
sweetest
but-
water I've ever had.
It'll kill you. So maybe stop drinking it.
It tastes good and it's bad.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna cast
Cash
message at
flies
it.
with honey and such.
I'm gonna cast message at it
Go for it.
and kind of like turn away so that it like can't really hear me whispering the message.
Sure.
Do I know of like a kobold deity?
Make a religion check.
All right. Ooh. That is a 21.
21. I would say yes.
I kind of want to just say like, I am this person. Do not drink the water. They are right. Sort of thing.
yeah. Let's do. This would be. Gaknulak, which is a god of protection, stealth, trickery, and traps.
All right.
All right. Cool.
You know of
Good enough.
We're not being
Gaknulak.
tricked.
It is all Gaknulak.
Why do you sound like Bane?
I did a great trick on you and got you to drink the water that was actually poison. Now stop drinking it.
Yes, Gaknulak.
You're muted.
Wait, what?
No, he just wasn't
No,
talking.
you were just not.
Oh.
you were just
Yes, Gaknulak.
not. All the others as well.
I will tell the others.
Okay, I'm gonna go get like ready to like unlock the door and like book it to jump out the wall.
There.
Hold on.
Wait.
I'm just getting ready.
Okay.
Okay.
Actually, I don't think you need to unlock the door because the kobold's awake now. He can just unlock it himself.
Well, he is
He's
tied
still
up.
tied up.
Untie him and then slam the door.
Fair. Okay. Yeah.
You can just leave him tied up and then like open the door. We'll all get lined up on the top, ready to jump.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. So leave him tied up. We all get lined up on the roof.
Orin sees all of you walking up and is like, "Hold on!"
I thought you were finished.
He finally finishes
What
identifying
did
the
you
robes.
find?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
These fix themselves. They mend. If anybody wants robes,
Oh, I was like, and he's holding. Yeah, I'll
I'll
okay,
take them.
yeah. I
hands
feel
them
like
over to
it
you.
works a lot.
These
I-
are
Oh, yeah.
red robes of mending.
Cool.
So relatively.
How many robes is that?
Huh?
How many robes is that?
It's a single robe.
One
like
robes,
it's a
one robes.
It robes.
Got
You know,
it.
it's like a. It's a set of clothing, and any damage that's done to them, they just slowly repair themselves.
Well, I'm not wearing armor anyway.
Fancy ass.
It's your like Wolverine
yeah,
clothes.
these fancy
so that,
ass
like,
lich clothes.
Yes. It's like Wolverine or
Yeah.
the Hulk, and how that area can never be exposed because it's always safe.
And Oran does his search with Ravi and finds a spellbook. Against all odds,
Nice.
beats a 20 and finds the spellbook, and he's like, "This is gonna be good." Puts it in his like book satchel. Helps you guys all get these like torn down curtains hastily tied together, holding roughly almost 30 pounds of silver coins each. Huff these up to the roof, and then everybody and get Charlie's sack also up there ready to go. And you're like, "All right, Charlie, ready?
Yeah.
Let's go!"
Charlie,
Charlie unlocks, move, dash, really quickly. Just as the door
And-
kind of Charlie, you look back as the door like unseals and starts to open. You see kobolds just pour in, spears at the ready.
Oh, oh god.
They catch the
as
door
soon
like
as Charlie gets up and
Yeah.
like jumps, we're all gonna jump at the same time, and I'll
Right.
cast Featherfall on all of us.
you hear the like of the daggers and spears hitting the door as you all shut it, and then like jump off, and slowly all just hit the ground, and Oran's like, "Go
Back to the cart! Back to the cart!
You all make it back to the cart. I would like everyone to make an acrobatics check.
Ha! The thing I have expertise in.
19.
Expertise in acrobatics
I also have expertise in acrobatics.
with your level 4 feat.
Yeah,
Oh, okay then.
I took skill. I took skill expertise.
All right then.
I don't.
That's a
I,
29.
All right.
21 for me.
29, 21.
6.
6. All right.
Oh no.
Can I
Charlie.
use part of my 29
Okay.
to help?
I think I said to 18,
18.
Do something
All right.
like that. Yeah.
something like that.
Okay.
18, 19.
So. Oh, I should have closed it out earlier. There it is. Okay. Wait, what? Oh, I hit calendar instead of calculator. I was like, why is it pulling up all the stuff? All right. Lucian, you make it to the cart with 1,610 silver pieces.
Okay. Okay. I see.
Ravi, you make it to the cart with 1,610 silver pieces.
Oh, you're
There, no, I was doing that.
Cutting out.
Charlie, you
Oh,
make
okay.
you make it to the cart with 1,449 silver
Oh,
pieces.
dear.
Oddly specific.
Math.
Yep. Oh, the man.
well, it's the coins jingling out of our
Yeah,
makeshift bags.
You're all
It's like
rushing and
flying out.
coins leaking out and jingling all over the place.
And we're not worrying about the platinum ones, right? We still got it.
No,
good.
that's just
That's in the
somebody has
satchel,
that in a
yeah.
pouch. That's not really that's not something to worry about.
Just checking.
Sonari makes it back to the cart with 483 silver pieces.
Fair.
Left a little trail.
There's a little trail.
A little trail.
It's quite a
Someone
trail.
else can use the money. It's fine.
Like literally a
He's
trail of
got-
like 1,000 silver pieces.
It's literally just
nice.
a snake.
Yeah.
And I gotta round down for Oren. And Oren makes it back with 1,529 silver pieces. Everybody, and people are like, at one point, it's looking at Sonari. You're like, oh man, she's so buff. She's able to just take this weight and it's just like not even
No
have a
problem.
problem.
Because it's all on the ground.
It's all but
She passes
drop.
us, and then we realize why.
Yeah, you guys get to the cart and be like, yeah, kind of sit down the sacks. Those of you who broke 20 had the full amount, like ready to go. And then everybody kind of looks over at Scenario. It's just like small
Like,
amount.
oh, what? You didn't lose any either?
There is a, oh, you didn't lose any kind of thing. And
Sounds fake.
Oren's is one of those like, I mean, I lost a few. Yeah, I lost some, I think. Yeah. Most everyone else has the majority of their coins. Quickly getting the mule to get going. Are you all wanting to head north or south?
Yep.
Yeah, I think we should just continue heading north.
Right. The initial
Yeah,
instinct
head
is
north.
just cart heading north. People get moving, especially with a trail of coins.
Taking a wide berth.
Yeah,
Mhm.
wide berth. You do eventually hear some yelling from the distance, but you all had a good head start, being able to just jump down the tower instead of having to walk down. You feel good that you've made some space. Sonari, you had plans to head southward eventually, but you were also expecting a message by now and haven't gotten it. So tagging along with these folk is probably an okay idea.
They have.
Sure, if you
money
stick
on
with
them.
us, there'd be more of this. And I point to the silver in the cart coming your way.
There will also be more dumb plans.
It's
Absolutely.
a negative.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Our plans are stupid.
I'm proud of the honesty, Lucian.
I do look around at everyone. It's particularly
Should I tell?
questionable as Charlie. But
The
Tell
one
me
brain
what.
cell that we share.
Should we tell her the story about the priest?
Yes.
Absolutely not. Not yet.
Oren's
Yes.
like,
let's do it.
No,
I
no,
even
no.
want to hear this story, but first, and like, it has the pouch of the platinum pieces and hands 50 platinum pieces to each of you.
Orange.
Hell yeah.
So you each get your 50 platinum pieces in addition to the
Cute.
silver you made it back with.
Hell yeah.
Flat.
Great. And how many silver pieces is it?
I told you that individually.
You guys had.
Yes, but I've forgotten the number.
Oh, I needed you to write it down.
Oh dear.
I broke
You-
20 and I got 1,610.
You should have.
You guys have the same one. So
Yeah,
it should be
Lucian
fine.
should have the 1,610.
Okay, thanks.
Yep.
Okay, so actually that could make for a fun story while we ride.
Walking.
I thought if we want them to like us, I think we should hold off on the priest story for a bit.
I don't think you can really be liking you that much right now.
But I have this need, this overwhelming need to be liked by everyone all the time.
Really, you insult me so much. It's hard to tell.
No, I don't like you. I don't care about you.
Oren
In
does
terms
one of the
of you
turns around and
liking
goes,
me.
yeah, it's about people liking you, right?
Hey,
I do like an up top to Oren.
I'm working on my sick burns.
That's
You're
our son.
learning well, my young
are
apprentice.
either of them wearing a helmet or anything on their face?
Huh?
No.
No.
Damn.
Yeah, I'll stick around.
Rude.
More of that.
Oren kind of turns and goes, what were your plans before running into this group of yahoos?
With the axe that I just got. Nothing much.
Just act. Well, I
mean,
think things. I'm gonna probably want us to find a town somewhere to make my way back south. But I think I'm gonna want to take a boat. I don't feel like going through the road with that many angry kobolds.
yeah, that's a good idea.
Mhm. Yeah. And I think
Get up.
that might
With
be a fun time to
indeed,
leave off since
Uh,
Tay said they
with-
had to go.
yeah, with the midday coming, midday sun kind of touching everyone's backs with a sack of coins, or well, functionally a sack of coins. You all evade destruction at the hands of lead poisoned kobolds. You will hopefully find a different place to live.
Yep. I may
there
have
you go.
created a new priest of whatever his name is.
Maybe. And this is a piece of lore of mine that wizards get paranoid, they get lead in their towers, then they go crazy because lead poisoning.
That's
I mean, that's good lore.
Love
That-
it.
I wonder if I like that.
I wonder if my patron is proud that I killed such an annoying undead.
I think
Because
the last thing we'll do here is have Lucian make an Arcana check.
ooh, that is an 18.
18. You piece together. You were going to use your magic to attack an innocent person that had done nothing against you, and your patron said no.
Oh no! What I was gonna do earlier was Eldritch Blast the wall just to test if my powers worked.
You were going to use your powers
No.
to flex on an innocent for no real reason, so they just didn't work.
Earlier.
Oh, so the way my powers work is righteous cause equals powers work. Got it.
That's what you have pieced
As
together.
far as you know.
have tied to a celestial patron. Celestial patrons have different standards than just kill it and give it to me in the bottom of the ocean patrons.
I like that more. It's gonna force Lucian to be a good person.
Yelp. Maybe not with punches, but definitely with magics. All right.
Just I'm imagining my patron just holding a gun to my head. Just be good, or I take your allowance away.
Be good or no Nintendo, yeah. All right, y'all. We will see you next week. Be well. And remember to practice good fingering.
Yeah.
And
Hey. I hate how that's our official
I
thing.
know.
I
I gotta get a different way to say that.
I
gotta-
mean-
Apparently,
I
that I
mean-
just walked right
It's on
into.
brand. It's on brand.
On
I
Like,
mean,
brand.
especially with the new name for our group.
try to be
Good
respectful
gosh.
about communication and making sure people have their turn to speak and all that.
That's too long.
And in short, practice good fingering. All right. Heading out.
Good night,
See y'all
everybody.
next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.